8-2. Their wins have been over Somerset 53-29, Greenwood 55-30, Russellville 59-12, Barnstown 42-34, Monroe County 60-48, Christ Presbyterian Academy out of Nashville 47-30 to beat Monroe County in the Warren East Hoops Classic 57-48 and Warren East 58-43. They shoot 41.4% from the field, 30.1% on three-point shots, 62% from the foul line. They average 33.2 rebounds a game, and they're scoring at 53.4 points a game, giving up 40.4 to their opponents. They finished 25-4 last year, lost to Barren County in the district tournament 43-39. Justin Stinson has had 8 winning seasons in a row here at Glasgow. Right now he's 8-2. Started out 16-11 his first year and has won at least 20 ball games since then. He went 28-5, 21-7, 29-7. That was in 2012-2014. They went to the state tournament, and then they finished 19-11 3 years ago, 24-9 2 years ago, 25-4 last year. Trojanettes are shooting 44.6% from the field, 31% on threes, 54.3 from the foul line, averaging 30.4 rebounds a game. And the Trojanettes are averaging 53 points a game, giving up 41. Pretty much the same as Glasgow as far as total points are concerned, about 12 to 13 points per ball game. Barren County is 7-4, 2-0 in the district. Glasgow 8-2, 1-0 in district play. And a busy week next week for Barren County. The Trojans and Trojans will be at Bowling Green on Tuesday. We'll host Christian County girls and Adair County boys a week from tonight, and then we'll host Warren Central in a girl-boy doubleheader next Saturday night. So we get back to the busy things with basketball, which it's already been busy, I think, the last couple of weeks with all the holiday tournaments and Christmas tournaments in Gatlinburg and where have you. And so it's been a busy time, and well, we get ready for the new year, 2018, starting on Monday.
First of 3 really tough games for the girls. Bowling Green, really good. One of Glasgow's only 2 losses. And Christian County comes in Friday night. They're ranked top 20 in the state. Boys, should be a fun week for them, too. We haven't beaten Bowling Green in a long time. Adair County, one of the top prospects in the nation, not just in the state. And it doesn't get any easier when we go to Warren Central Saturday, which I think they have one of the best teams they've actually had in a long time. And they've had some good teams lately.
Looking at games around the area, brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. There's a whole list of them here. Some could have been played earlier today. I haven't checked the scoreboard, but we can let you know who played and who will play. Monroe County girls and the Russell County Invitational. Cumberland County, these are all girls, by the way. Cumberland County girls taking on Dayton in the Clinton County Invitational. Russellville against McCreary Central. Clay County against Livingston Academy. And Clinton County against Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee, all in that Clinton County Invitational. They call it the Twin Lakes Classic. South Warren girls hosting McCracken County. Greenwood girls against Ohio County at the Hopkins County Central Invitational. Edmondson County hosting Franklin Simpson in the Rafferty's Caveland Classic over in Brownsville. Adair County girls taking on Jeffersontown out of Louisville in the Caveland Classic. Also the South Central Bank Halton Classic continuing at Allen County Scottsville. And Logan County girls hosting Clarksville Kenwood out of Tennessee. Over on the boys' side, Cumberland County boys at LaRue in the Magnolia Bank Holiday Classic. The Meyer Holiday Classic continues in Bowling Green. South Warren and Monroe County participating in that. Also Clinton County boys at the NAS tournament at Carroll County. Caverna boys in Shelby County at the Nelson County Invitational. Adair County boys against Jeffersontown at the Caveland Classic. Edmondson County boys against Franklin Simpson, also over in Brownsville. Warren East boys against Todd County Central. That's in the South Central Bank Halton Classic at Allen County. Greenwood boys against Lecanto, Florida. Allen County, Scottsville against Russellville. And Warren Central is at Ohio County tonight. I'm telling you, there's a lot of them on there.
See what kind of updates we can get.
We'll look at the scoreboard here in just a minute. That is the look at games around the area brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And let's see, what else? You want to look at some of those? I'll tell you what, let me do the starting lineup while you look at some scores there. Starting lineup for the Lady-Scotties. And the starting lineup is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Justin Stinson, his 8th season here at Glasgow. His assistant coaches are Ashley Freeman, Fred Stockton, Keith Hale, and Emily Alexander. They'll start Ann Kinsley Atwell, a 5'11 freshman that averages 12 points a game. Kaylin Hale, a 5'7 senior that averages 10. Kayla Bradley, a 5'8 sophomore, averages 5.6 points a game. Amanda Lee, a 5'11 junior that averages 5 points and 6.8 rebounds. And Ashanti Gore, a 6-foot sophomore that averages 13 points, 9.5 rebounds for the Lady Scotties. One senior not in the lineup tonight. That's Brianna Veers. I understand she might have a leg injury, and so she will not start and may not play. I'm not sure if she was warming up or not in the warm-ups here earlier, but it will be Bradley instead of Veers in the lineup tonight for the Lady Scotties. Coach Piper Lindsay in her third season at Barren County. Assistant coaches Abby Beard and Scott Chapman. Bailey Pettigo, a 5'8 junior, averaging 10.1 points, 8 rebounds a game. Mallory Pettigo, a 5'8 junior, averages 5.2. Hadley Hammer, a 5'6 senior, averages 2.4 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, a 5'6 sophomore, averaging 16.5 points a game. And Mackenzie England in the starting lineup tonight for the first time this season, a 6'1 junior that averages 6 points and 7 rebounds a game for the Trojanettes. So the Trojanettes with 3 juniors, 1 senior, 1 sophomore in the lineup. Glasgow will start 1 senior, 1 junior, 2 sophomores, and a freshman for the Lady Scotties. As we get down here, about a minute to go, we're going to have the national anthem here in just a minute. And, of course, the starting lineups from the public address announcer here at Glasgow High. So we will come back and get ready for the tip-off after this timeout. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
I go to South Central.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through
Athletics emphasizes positive values. All of this
Left to right here in the first half. Glasgow coming right to left. And we've got the Barren County Trojan student section in orange tonight. We've been trying to keep up with them. I've already forgotten. I know we've had USA, we've had camouflage, we had neon green.
You had Christmas break there.
And we had
forget everything.
We had Santa Claus and Christmas, dressed up.
I wasn't going to hold you responsible for the away games, just the home games.
Okay.
So you can't. So that might even be an extra challenge.
Well, I guess so. Tony Brown will toss it up, and we're set to go. Mackenzie England in the jump circle for Barren County. And here's a toss of tap control by Barren. As Mallory Pettigo will set things up for the Trojanettes. Glasgow will start out in a 2-3 zone defensively.
They're long.
Yep. Right side it goes to Hammer. They'll give it back out to Bertram. Back to Hammer on the right wing. Cross in the lane. Here's Mallory Pettigo. Almost lost her footing. Giving it back out to Bailey. Over the left side to Bertram. Bertram now putting down one dribble. Throws it back out front to Mallory.
See real quick, that length doesn't open up many spots in the middle. We're going to have to drive, kick, knock down shots.
Here is a turnaround shot by Bertram. Bounces off. It's tipped back underneath, and a shot no good, but a foul. Bailey Pettigo is going to go to the free throw line after getting the offensive board, and the foul will be on Amanda Lee of the Lady-Scotties. That is her first and the team's first.
Mackenzie England was not in position to get the offensive rebound, but she swatted at it, and actually probably should get credit for the offensive rebound, even though it won't go to the stats right away.
Bailey Pettigo only a 46.5% shooter. That one bounced off the front of the rim. She'll have one more. It's in the air, and she got that one. Nothing but net on that one for Bailey Pettigo to give the Trojanettes the early lead, 1-0. Cross-court pass comes right side to Bradley. Bradley's in a trap, looks, throws it back across to Lee. Going to have to get it up court, and almost a travel there. Still in the back court. They finally get it across the line just before the 10-second count. In the corner, here's a shot going up. It's no good for Adwell, and here comes Bertram racing down the floor. Sends it off underneath. Mallory Pettigo puts it in.
That number is perfect distribution there to give her the layup without the bounce.
3-0 the score. Cross-court pass comes to Adwell. Flips it in the middle to Kaylin Hale. Hale takes it down the left side. Stops and looks and throws it back to Adwell. Out the top is Lee. Right side is Bradley. Bradley will bring it back out for Glasgow to set things up. 3-0 ball game. Trojanettes on top. Adwell, top of the key, off the screen, drives against Bertram, lays it up and in.
Good move. Isolation, flat screen at the top. Didn't really affect Elizabeth, but she got beat off the bounce.
3-2 as Glasgow gets their first points of the ball game. Mallory Pettigo with it out front for the Trojanettes. Goes right side with it over to Hammer. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Left side's Bailey Pettigo. Had an open look at a three there, but doesn't take it. Sends it back out front to Mallory Pettigo. Cross-court pass. Coming inside, going up with a shot, looked like a foul. England throws it back up, no good. Tapped up in the air, pulled down by Adwell. Splits the defenders. Angles off right, flips it down to Gore. She puts it up and in.
Terrific pass by Adwell. Led the break and let her big girl get in position to put it in.
4-3. Whistle. Going to be a traveling violation on Bailey Pettigo.
Picked it up. The defense came, and she tried to take an extra step around to clear for the shot.
So Barren scored the first three. Glasgow has come back with the next four and lead it 4-3 over the Trojanettes as they go back to that press once again. They send it down the floor to Hale. Will shoot. Inside, shot comes up short. Rebound taken by Hammer. Had it smacked out of her hands and out of bounds by Adwell.
That's just as good as a turnover, really. Making Hale put it on the floor in a mid-range jumper where she's not very comfortable.
Mallory Pettigo bring it up for the Trojanettes. Glasgow stays in the 2-3 zone. Right side, it goes to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo now back out front to Hammer. Swings it left side. Here's Mallory Pettigo. Fakes the three. Back out top, Hammer. Right side over to Bailey Pettigo. Now back to Hammer out front between the circles. Back over to Bailey. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. She'll set it up. 5:14 to go first quarter. 4-3. Glasgow leads it. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. On the high post is England. Turns. Gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Drives the basket. Puts it up. Came up way short. Rebound taken in there by Gore. Here comes Adwell racing down the floor. Stops and sends it off to Lee. Lee will give it back out to Adwell. Penetrates. Goes down the lane. Got bumped. Shot goes off the glass. No. Ball's tipped out. Glasgow gets the offensive board and keeps it alive. Here's Bradley with it now. Bradley will bring it back out against Elizabeth Bertram. Gore comes up to set a screen for her. Dribbles off right side. Drives against Bertram. Feeds it off underneath the lead. Puts it up. It's no good. Gets her on rebound. Knocked away by Mackenzie England. Hammer's got it for the Trojanettes. Hammer sends it diagonally over to Mallory Pettigo. Brings it back out with 4.5 minutes to go here in the first. A 4-3 Glasgow lead. Bailey Pettigo out of the left wing. Back out to Mallory. Right side it goes to Hammer. Down to the corner to Bertram. Now Bertram will give it back to Hammer. Top of the key, Mallory Pettigo. Left side, Bailey Pettigo. Here's England. Giving it off to Bertram. 17-footer. Rims off. And the ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Mackenzie England.
Those are rolls Elizabeth usually gets. She can't get discouraged when the ball doesn't go through the hoop for her, though. Dropped off the pressure this time. We allowed them to throw over top of it. If we can get pressure and get them in traps, they have very shaky ball handlers who do not like the pressure.
Bradley handles the basketball for Glasgow. Around the top of the horn. Takes it right side off the screen to Hale. In the corner is Lee. She dribbles into the paint. Pump fake. Goes up with a shot. Rims off. Rebound by Mackenzie England. Off to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey sends it off in the corner. Bertram fires a three. Yes!
Shots we're going to have to take, and she didn't hesitate to pull the trigger on the three.
Trojanettes back on top, 6-4, and a People's Bank three by Elizabeth Bertram. Bradley driving, giving it off now in there to Adwell. 10-footer left side, rims out, rebound England. Throws it up court, dangerous pass. There's Bertram with it, angling off left. Now will curl out, gives it off to Mallory Pettigo. Over to Hammer, right side's Bailey Pettigo. Back to Hammer, now gives it to Mallory Pettigo to set it up with 3:14 to go in the first. Trojanettes up 6-4 over the Lady-Scotties. Right side, Bailey Pettigo has a shot, doesn't take it. Mallory Pettigo, shot blocked in there, taken by Gore. And a loose ball on the floor, diving for it as Bertram ties it up with Bradley. Possession arrow goes to the Lady-Scotties.
Just not going to be able to penetrate too deep into the middle of Glasgow zone. Their length is not going to allow you to get up a good shot. You got to pull up before the pressure comes, or pull up and kick it out to somebody for an open three.
2:53 left in the quarter. Trojanettes 6, the Lady-Scotties 4. Bradley with the basketball for Glasgow. Top of the key, drives to the basket, and the pass is blocked, shot blocked, and it's out of bounds. And it's going to be Barren County's ball. Last touch in the corner by Kaylin Hale. So Barren County's basketball with 2:40 to go in the quarter. Low-scoring ball game here, 6-4. Glasgow stays 2-3 defensively. Bailey Pettigo back to Mallory Pettigo. Left side it goes to Hammer. Hammer back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Hammer. They go down to the corner. Now England sends it there at the free throw line. Mallory Pettigo driving against Gore. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound taken by Lee. Here comes Bradley with it. Long pass down to Adwell. Throws up the shot. No. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Glasgow as Gore and Adwell both went for the rebound. Knocked it out of bounds. It's Barren County's basketball with 2:12 to go in the quarter.
Definitely a break for us. We did not have a girl on the right side of the rim. It would have been an easy catch and layup if they didn't collide.
Mallory Pettigo gives it over to Bertram on the left side. Giving it back out now to Bailey. Over to Mallory on the right side. Now giving it back to Hammer. In the middle is Bertram. Steps back. Shoots a 12-footer. No good. England the rebound. Back up and in.
That's where Mackenzie's game is going to be tonight because of the middle of the zone being so crowded. She can get the tip it to herself and put it back in like she did there.
8-4 Trojanettes. Minute 37 to play, opening quarter. Lee with it, left of the circle. Sends it off to Gore at the right elbow. Going to fire up over England and hits it. Gore, who averages 13 points a game, has 2 of the 3 field goals for Glasgow here in the first quarter, and it's 8-6. Minute 20 to go. Opening quarter. Bertram on the left wing. Back out to Bailey. Over to Mallory Pettigo on the right side. Back out front's Hammer. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Baseline is England. Here's a three by Bailey Pettigo in the air. It is no good. Rebound off to Bradley. Glasgow has it coming back the other way. Long pass over the head of Gore and out of bounds. Jalynn Bush, a 5'11 junior, will come in for Mackenzie England for the Trojanettes. In for Glasgow is KJ Hughes, a 5'8 junior. 1:01 to go in a quarter. Barren up 8-6. And it's Trojanettes basketball as the inbounds pass comes to Mallory Pettigo. Glasgow will stay in the 2-3 zone as they have the entire quarter. Right side is Hammer. Back out around the perimeter. Left to Mallory Pettigo. Back out front is Bertram. In between the circles. Right side over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Hammer in the middle. They go to Mallory. Back to Hammer. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Now they swing it over to the left side to Bertram. Now we'll throw it back out to Mallory Pettigo. May hold it for one shot here with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Mallory Pettigo dribbling the basketball out front near midcourt as Glasgow sets back in the 2-3. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Mallory Pettigo just pounding the ball against the floor. Left side it goes to Bertram. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Right side Bailey. Pass knocked down by Adwell. She tried to throw it over the top. 6 seconds to play.
Try to run our play where we usually start quarters, start games. Stinson sniffed it out real quickly and put a goal right there to block the entry pass. And we got it 6.1.
Jaden Franklin, a 5'6 junior, checks into the Glasgow lineup for Kaylin Hale. Ball comes into play. Mallory Pettigo, 5 seconds, 4. Hammer, left side, knocked down in the corner with 1.5 to play.
Run a play where we had to run all the way from in front of the scores table to all the way to the opposite corner. Almost couldn't do it in 6 seconds.
1.5 now left. Going to have to throw it out there. Mallory Pettigo, 3. Air ball. That will do it for the quarter. Trojanettes 8, Lady-Scotties 6. After one period, we'll come back to Glasgow High after this break as you're following the Trojanettes in 103.7 Nash Icon.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry, everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry, everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. As Barren County with the basketball, Hammer, bounce pass out to Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the left side. Back out to Mallory, top of the key. Over the left it goes to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory Pettigo. Right side it goes to Hammer. In the corner goes to Bertram. Bertram on the right-hand side, dribbling. Now giving it back out to Hammer. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Glasgow stays in that 2-3 zone as they have the entire game so far. Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. Trying to penetrate. Can't. Bounce pass back to Bailey. Wants to drive against Hughes. Hooks it back out. Tipped away. Chased down by Bertram. Giving it back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Right side it goes to Hammer. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Left side it goes to Bailey Pettigo. Had an open look, didn't take it. Mallory fakes the 3. Goes into the lane. Throws up the shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Gore. Ball knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Gore trying to pick it back up and lost it out of bounds. Bailey Pettigo went to the floor trying to dive for that loose ball, and it's out of bounds off Glasgow. Trojanettes will get it underneath.
The second time we've kind of acted like we're running down the floor to get back on defense and sprinted back to get a deflection. Both times we've got the turnover.
Mackenzie England back in the game, posted down low against Gore, but couldn't get it to her. Now England, left elbow. Oh, bad pass. Chased down, taken by Gore. Tried to go to Bush underneath the basket.
I like the high-low game, but Jaden's got to body up her man as Glasgow turns it over there and over in a back call.
Yeah, and Justin Stinson don't agree with that call. So, I don't know.
He's getting an explanation. It's our ball either way, whether he likes the explanation or not. 3 pretty good officials tonight. Veteran guys that know what they're doing.
So the Trojanettes get it back here, a leading 8-6 with 6:40 to play in the first half. Bertram with the basketball. Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo on the right wing. Giving it back around the perimeter. They go to Bertram. They just pack that 2-3 zone in and trying to look for England inside. Bertram on the left wing will send it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now throws it back to Bailey Pettigo. In the middle, England turns and fires. It rims off. Rebound taken by Glasgow. Stolen away by Bertram. Left corner. Out to Mallory Pettigo. See if we can't score this trip. They work it left side. Gives to Bertram. Bertram now giving it back out to Mallory Pettigo. 2 minutes gone here in the quarter. 8-6 the score. England comes out to get the pass. Gives it back to Bailey Pettigo. Now back to Bertram out front between the circles. England on the left side. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Right side. Here's a three in the air. Bounces in.
Finally got it on a quick rotation where Elizabeth almost got tired of just passing it back and forth around the perimeter and took that shot. We're being too passive. We've got to be aggressive. If nothing else, we just find somebody to run into and throw it up and try to get some free throws.
So both three-pointers. Here's Adwell driving, lays it up and in. Both three-pointers for Bertram on the People's Bank three-point shots. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Now it's 11-8. Trojanettes by 3. 5:19 to go in the first half. Bailey Pettigo on the right side. Coming out to get it is England. Over the left side is Mallory Pettigo. Out to Bertram. Swings it right over to England. Now England giving it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Left side is Bertram. Feeds in the middle. Here's England in traffic. Shot goes up. May have got fouled. No whistle. And here comes Glasgow back the other way. Kaylin Hale with it. Giving it out to Adwell. And now Adwell on the dribble. They come to set a screen for her by Hughes. Now looks and dumps it off to Hale. Goes up, shot blocked. They're going to call a foul. They're going to put it on Mackenzie England. That is her first foul of the ball game against the Trojanettes. Kaylin Hale's at the line, a 71.5% shooter. Very good three-point shooter. She's hit 24 of them this year. Free throws good for Hale.
Not much difference in the reason Kaylin's getting to go to the line than what Mackenzie got with the other end. But there has not been a whole lot of free throw shot fouls called around the rim tonight so far.
11-9. Hale can cut it to 1, and she misses. A rebound to Bradley. She goes to the floor as Bush kind of went to the floor, and Glasgow is going to get a timeout here.
Yeah, we fail trying to get to the basketball, but Stinson got the timeout before any of our girls were able to get their hands to the ball.
So 30-second timeout. We'll take a Coca-Cola timeout. Nova Coke and enjoy the game as the Trojanettes have a 2-point lead, 11-9. Low-scoring basketball game as the Elizabeth Bertrams hit 2 3-pointers for Barren County.
Our defense has been really, really good, but so has Glasgow's. We normally, in my opinion, have very good zone offense because we have a ton of movement. Tonight, the girls are not moving, even though we're running the same type of play, same type of offenses. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, but hey, there's two ways to play zone. Sometimes you go set in empty spots, but Glasgow's so long, there's not very many empty spots. So sometimes you have to create it just being bodied up to somebody, and Mackenzie or Jalen or somebody like that can just go in and move some people out of spaces to create openings for others.
Kayla Bradley with the basketball for the Lady-Scotties. Works around the top of the horn, wants to drive, leaves it off in the corner there with Hale. Now out to Amanda Lee. Sends it down into Gore. Gore works inside, throws it back over to Bradley on the right, going baseline, cut off, and almost a steal by Bailey Pettigo. Knocked out of bounds. Elizabeth Bertram back in the lineup for Coach Piper Lindsay, replacing Jalynn Bush. Hale will toss it in. Right baseline for Glasgow. Throws it out now to Bradley, or excuse me, Adwell. Adwell will give to Bradley, and she'll set it up as Trojanettes stay man-to-man. They hand it off. It is Adwell driving against Hammer. Throws it up, no good. Foul.
They've been successful against our defense a couple of times tonight. Just get it on the handoff or get it going around that flat screen to the right side of the rim. Just a first quick step, and we've fouled them or they've gotten the bucket.
Adwell's too strong on the first free throw. She's a 67% shooter. The shot goes up, and it's good for Adwell. 5'11" freshman for the Lady-Scotties. Pulls them within 1. Here's Bailey Pettigo on the left side. Bailey curls back out, bounces it out long to Mallory Pettigo. Now goes right side with it over to Hammer. 3:59 to go in the first half. Trojanettes up by 1. And around the perimeter left, it goes to Bertram. Back out to Mallory. Over goes to Bailey, and she traveled.
We haven't had a ton of turnovers where we've thrown it into their traffic. The turnovers we've had tonight have been indecision. We have not made up our mind of where we're going or what we're doing, so we put it down or we take a step while we're still thinking about our procedure against the zone.
Set the screen high. Shot goes up. It's blocked. England with it for the Trojanettes. Outlet pass comes to Mallory Pettigo. Sends it over now to Hammer on the right side. And back out front it comes to Mallory Pettigo to set up. 3:25 to go in the first half. Trojanettes up by 1, 11-10. Low scoring basketball game. Here's Bertram, top of the key, right side, Bailey Pettigo. Now we'll send it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Now he wants to drive, goes in the corner to England to the right-hand side. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Bounce pass Hammer, inside Bertram, steps back to the wing. Throws it cross-court over to Bailey Pettigo, trying to split the defenders. Inside, Bertram puts it up, it's no good. Battle for the rebound, it's going to be tied up. Glasgow will get the ball in the alternating possession.
We got a good shot that time. We just could not knock down the 6-footer.
So pressure by the Trojanettes. They get the ball in play to Adwell. Adwell float it back over to Lee. Lee will get it across, sends it down to Bradley. Bradley cuts back, goes in the lane, shot no good on a laner. Chased down by England in the corner, whistle, and we're going to get a foul. And I believe it's on Gore. That'll be her first, Glasgow's second of the half.
I like picking back up pressure here like Piper did, because you're going to get one of two things. You're speeding Glasgow up so they're not getting in their half-court offense, so it's a rush shot, or you're going to get a turnover and we're having a hard time generating offense, so you get the offense off your defense.
Hammer inside, turnaround shot, Bertram blocked and taken by Gore. Giving it off to Bradley. Bradley pushes it across, sends it down there to Adwell, lost the handle, kind of tapped around the head there, goes inside the lane, has to do something with it, traveling violation on Adwell.
Didn't see it, but I guess he slid her pivot foot ever so slightly.
So the Trojanettes get it back once again with 2:18 to go here in the first half. Up 11-10. Barren County only one field goal, a 3 by Elizabeth Bertram. Glasgow only one field goal and 2 of 4 free throws in this quarter. Bailey Pettigo, right corner, out to Hammer. Sends it down in there to Bertram. Puts it up. It's good.
Easiest shot we've had all night. Good find by Hadley.
Here's a pass knocked down by Gore, and a foul going to be called on England for coming over the back.
She tried to go for the steal, but couldn't adjust her body quick enough to get it clean.
It'll be her second, team's third. Carly Delk checks in for the first time, 5'9" sophomore, averaging just over 6 points a game. She'll have the assignment of guarding Gore, who's 6 feet tall. Here's a pass coming out to Lee. They go inside to Gore. She walks. And almost a turnover. Loose ball into midcourt. Taken by Bradley. Bradley now knocked away. Bailey Pettigo has it all the way to the basket. Takes it up and puts it up too strong. Rebound taken by Lee. And here comes Adwell with it. Racing down. Sends it off to Bradley. 14-footer left side. Way off the mark. Loose ball to the floor. Picked up out of there by Lee. And knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Glasgow underneath. As Jaden Franklin returns the Lady-Scottie lineup, she'll come in for Bradley with 1:33 to go in the first half. Trojanettes with a 3-point lead, 13-10. The ball comes out to Amanda Lee. Gets it in there to Gore. Gore works inside. Shot will go down, but it won't count. They're going to call the foul on Carly Delk. It's her first, team's fourth. Gore takes up a little space in there.
Yes.
And only a sophomore at 6 feet tall. Here's a pass over to Adwell. Adwell throws up a floater. No good. Ball batted up in the air. Adwell grabbed it underneath. Puts it back up. It's no good. We got another foul on the Trojanettes. Going to be on Hadley Hammer. That's her second. Team's fifth.
Adwell she just has a little bounce to her step. Everything she does is not exactly perfect, but she's quick to the basketball, and just as a freshman, I think she has a good chance to be a nice player for Glasgow in the next 3 years.
A little freshman, 5'11", free throw's good. She's 2 out of 3 from the stripe. Eve Jackson checks into the Trojanette lineup, 5'9" sophomore. Handley Hamer and Mackenzie England on the bench with 2 fouls. And will back to the free throw line. Her second shot is on the way, and it comes off. Gore was over the back, got the on rebound, put it back up, no good. Ball's tipped around, and loose on the floor, still loose. And Jackson down on the floor trying to tie it up. Trojanettes will get the ball in the alternating possession. Oh, that was a scrum right there.
It looked a little bit like rugby, didn't it?
Trojanettes with a 2-point lead, 13-11. Mallory Pettigo brings it up. Coming down on a minute to play here in the first half. Right side it goes to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. Gives it over to Jackson to the left side. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo, right wing. Back to Mallory Pettigo, trying to penetrate. Back to Jackson. She was open for a second, didn't take it. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Mallory. 44 seconds to play in the first half. They're giving it back out to Mallory Pettigo, trying to penetrate, can't go. Jackson to the left wing. We'll give it back out now to Mallory Pettigo with 34 seconds to play.
We pulled it out in the first quarter with about 35 seconds. See if we can execute a little bit better here as we go into the half.
Left side is Jackson. Back to Mallory, over to Bailey. And back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bailey. 17 seconds to go in the half. Now Mallory. Over to Jackson to the left side. Back out to Mallory Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory. Now to Jackson. Down to 7. Down to 6. Mallory over to Jackson. Throws it looping cross court to Bailey Pettigo. 1 second. Going to have to hurry. Too late. 13-11. Trojanettes on top of Glasgow here at the break. We'll come back with the Zaxby's halftime report in a moment. You're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon.
If you're like... Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it. You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
To celebrate the season, take advantage
team. They were the 4th region champs and went to the semifinals of the state tournament back in 1978, 40 years ago. That'll be coming up on Friday, January the 19th, in between games at Barren County High, the 40-year reunion. Barren County Alumni Association will be sponsoring this event. Got any scores there, Robert?
Just trying to weed through what's out there right now. Bowling Green, I gave you these earlier. Bowling Green, Madisonville, North Hopkins. Bowling Green 66, North Hopkins 37. Warren East won up by 30 over LaCanta, Florida. South Warren boys won in their final day of the Meyer Holiday Classic 75-70. South Warren kind of turned on there after we played them in the first week of the season. They've moved up in the ratings on the boys' side. So I think both their boys and girls are probably rated in the top 7 or 8 of the region. Girls number 1, boys 8. Edmonton County 61, Franklin Simpson 38. That's the other final. That's a girls' score, I think.
We mentioned about the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll that came out this week. In the latest poll, South Warren girls remained the number 1 team in the region. Russell County 2. Glasgow had moved up to 3. Bowling Green 4. Barren County was 5th. Then Allen County, Scottsville right behind the Trojanettes in the 6th spot. Warren East at 7, Logan County 8, Monroe County at number 9, and Greenwood at 10 among the 17 teams in the region. And we'll talk about the guys a little bit later, and we're going to tell you, and I'm telling you, the 15th District boys race is going to be so tight that one good team will not get to Diddle Arena.
Well, watched the end of that Glasgow-Monroe boys game. That was a pretty fun game down in Tompkinsville, buzzer beater there. And like you said, we'll talk about that more later. But I think Glasgow's boys are really good. They're really athletic, and that's going to be a really tough matchup for us in that second game. And our girls need to do their part to see if we can get the first part of what would be a sweep if the boys are able to pull one off.
Yep. Well, we're about 38 seconds away. Reminder, you're listening to Trojanette Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM. Cave City, Glasgow, online at espnky.com/Barren County. A busy week next week, as we mentioned in the pregame. We'll be at Bowling Green Tuesday night. The girls will host Christian County on Friday. Boys will host Adair on Friday. And then we got both teams at home next Saturday night. So we got one trip next week to Bowling Green, and then Friday and Saturday we'll be back home.
Should be a fun week.
Very competitive week, too.
Christmas break in the rearview mirror really quickly and back out of the gates.
Trojanettes will start the second half as we get ready for the third quarter, sponsored by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Bailey Pettigo and Mallory Pettigo, Mackenzie England, Hadley Hammer, and Elizabeth Bertram. Start the second half. Glasgow goes back with Amanda Lee, Kaylin Hale, Kayla Bradley, Ansley Adwell, and Ashanti Gore. Going to be Glasgow's basketball to start the second half. They'll be moving left to right as we see it here from the broadcast table. If you're watching on video and television, it's opposite. Got the BCHS live crew across the way from us. Left side, it goes to Adwell. Adwell giving it out top now to Lee. Lee wants to work it to the right, backs away on the dribble.
Tried to isolate Gore, but didn't have it.
Lee wants to drive. Goes to the basket, puts it up, it's good, and a foul.
She has tremendous upper body strength and has the ability to put it on the floor. When she wants to, that time put Elizabeth on her left hip and use that body to convert off the window.
Lee's first 2 points of the ball game. That's Bertram's first foul, and the shot's good for Lee. 3-point play. Glasgow takes the lead once again at 14-13. Just underway, second half, third quarter. Glasgow sets back in that 2-3 zone. Coming out to get it is Bertram. Right side is Hammer. Back out now to Bailey Pettigo. Left side is Bertram. Back around the perimeter right. It goes to Bailey Pettigo. Back out to Mallory. Back to the left side. They go down the baseline and there to England. Cross-court pass over to Bailey Pettigo. Top of the key. Mallory Pettigo. 3 short. And Bertram gets the rebound. Crossover dribble. Will bring it back out. Tipped away and stolen by Adwell. She'll shovel it off to Lee. Lee in the backcourt, trying to work against Bailey Pettigo. Goes in the middle to Bradley. Now Bradley will set it up. Gore comes to set a screen. She goes the other way, splits the defenders, throws it up, and is no good. England with a rebound. Giving it off to Bailey Pettigo. Pushing it down the floor. Sends it off now to Mallory Pettigo. Drives, goes in against Gore, puts it up. It's no good. And rebound in there, tied up with Mallory Pettigo, and Ashanti Gore going to give it back to the Trojanettes.
When we've had layups tonight, we've missed some easy opportunities.
As the ball comes out to Bailey Pettigo. Here's Bertram, shoots in the lane, partially blocked. England tries to go back up, no. And taken in there by Adwell for Glasgow. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Got too far underneath. Adwell maybe walked with it. Ball knocked down, stolen. And here comes Bailey Pettigo. Sends it off to Hammer. Hammer drives the basket, puts it up. It's good, and a foul.
Nice offensive conversion by Hadley. Knew the contact was coming, adjusted her shot to compensate, and a chance to push this lead back out to 2 with the three-point play.
Puts it in the air, and rims good. So a three-point play for Hadley Hammer gives the Trojanettes back the lead of 16-14. Bradley in the backcourt, giving it off to Lee. Lee will get it across the line. Sends it down to Kayla Bradley on the right side. Cuts back left. We'll leave it out front here. 6:05 to go in the third. Barren up by 2, 16-14. As Bertram putting the pressure on Bradley. Goes left side with it to Adwell. Adwell drives, throws up the shot, and banked it in.
Good defense. That was just a tough shot. She had to bring it all the way from her knee to throw it up off the glass.
Here's Bailey Pettigo trying to split the defenders. Going up with a shot, going to have a foul.
Have a clean up top, but the body is what drew the foul.
Adwell's first. That'll be 2 on the Lady-Scotties. 2 shots for Bailey Pettigo. She's 1 of 2 at the line. First one is in the air, good.
Important to get the makes at the free throw line like Hadley did on the and 1 to set up that pressure. Try to force Glasgow into turnovers, get conversions off of that.
Second shot of the air, good again. Now Bailey's 3 of 4 at the line after missing her first at 3 in a row. Here comes Adwell racing down. They palmed it there a little bit. And a trap. Cross-court pass comes to Bradley. She walked, no call. Then the ball's kicked and going to get a foul.
They've gotten away with a ton of walks tonight. Ton of walks. They take off really quickly and don't put the ball on the floor.
Elizabeth Bertram, her second personal. That's number 2 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Adwell with a basketball, giving it out to Amanda Lee. 18-16. Trojanettes lead it by 2. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. As Bradley handles the ball against Bertram out front. Goes right side. Dumps it off now to Adwell. Adwell pushes Hammer. And that's going to be a charging foul.
It was an easy call. Hadley had her shoulder squared and just leaned right into her and pushed her over with her elbow.
Ansley Adwell, second personal. That's 3 on the Lady-Scotties here in the second half. Mallory Pettigo will leave it out now with Hadley Hammer. Right side to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Hammer out front. Back over to Bailey Pettigo on the right wing. Now giving it back to Hammer. In the middle, here's Bertram. Dribbles it back over to Mallory Pettigo for 3. It's short off the left side. Chases it down to the left corner. Now we'll dribble it back out. Long bounce pass back out to Hammer. They go right side with it. Over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Hammer. In the middle is Bertram. Bertram triple team. Out to Mallory Pettigo. Split the defender. Throws it back out to Hammer. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Fires it inside to England. Puts it up. It's no good. Gore with a rebound. Trying to clear it out. And we're going to get a jump ball as Bailey Pettigo reached around with both hands and tied it up. It's going to be Glasgow's basketball.
Strong inside presence they have in Gore, too. We just got to have somebody to challenge her and rip that ball away from her or go up and try to rebound with her.
Adwell's gone to the bench with those 2 fouls as Jaden Franklin has come back in the game for Coach Justin Stinson. Lee's got in the backcourt, throws it away.
When she's out of the game, they almost have to move Amanda Lee to their point guard, a position that she can handle, but not her natural position.
Barren County's basketball, 4:33 to play. Third quarter, leading Glasgow 18-16. Left side, Mallory Pettigo. Now back out around the perimeter to the right is Bailey Pettigo. Hammer in the middle. Bertram, turnaround shot on lane, no good. Rebound taken by Bradley. Bradley being chased in the backcourt. Gets rid of it off to Amanda Lee. She brings it down the left side, throws it down to Gore, and lost it out of bounds.
2 straight turnover errors on Lee. Just too high with the passes. Probably right play in both situations. Just could not complete the pass.
Still a 2-point ball game. Barren County 18, Glasgow 16. Right side it goes to Mallory Pettigo. Down in the corner is England. Back out now to Mallory. Now Hammer with it. Swings it left side to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey back out to Hammer. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Splits the defender. Shovels it in there to England. Puts it up. It is good. England gets her second field goal of the game. Trojanettes now with a 4-point lead, 20-16. Amanda Lee in the backcourt gets it across the line. Now in a trap. In trouble. And it's stolen away. Hammer had it for a moment. Knocked out of bounds. At midcourt. Trojanettes will have it the other way. With 3:34 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 20, Glasgow 16.
Glasgow really giving in right now to our pressure. And it has not been successful every time, but I think it has worn on them to where they're really anxious about getting pressured.
Bounce pass into the Hammer. Turnaround shot blocked by Gore off Bertram, and then they lose it out of bounds, or did they? Nope. I guess not. It's going to be Glasgow's basketball as K.J. Hughes checks back into the Glasgow lineup. She'll come in to replace Franklin. 3:21 to go in the third. Barren County 20, Glasgow 16. And now Bradley handling the basketball out front. Adwell is still on the bench with those 2 fouls. Goes left side over to Gore. Coming out to get it is Franklin, or rather Hughes. They work it down into Lee, puts it up, no good. Gets her on rebound, back up foul.
They're taking advantage of mismatch right now, just posting up who they think they can take advantage of.
And Mackenzie England picks up her third personal. That's number 3 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Amanda Lee at the line. First shot is good.
I think we frustrated Glasgow with our pressure, but I think Glasgow is equally frustrated us with the zone. We just are kind of literally going over to Piper and saying, I don't know what to do right now. We've got to take opportunities, and like I said earlier, go into somebody, force them to call a foul on you, get some points at the line.
Lee's second toss on the way, got them both. She's 3 out of 3 at the stripe. Only shoots 50% of the season. 20-18, Barren by 2. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Bertram on the left wing. Back out to Hammer. Right side is Mallory Pettigo. They go into Bailey Pettigo. Works it inside up with the left hand. It's no good. Crashing the board. Whistle. What do we got?
Jump ball.
Jump ball, possession arrow. Back to the Trojanettes. With 2:42 to play. Mallory Pettigo will toss it in. Comes out to Hammer. She'll fire it up. 15-footer. Rims off. Ball tipped into the hands of Bailey Pettigo. Trying to go back up. She's going to be called for steps.
That's a shot Hadley has to take. Glad she took it, because sometimes our best offensive night has been just going up and getting an offensive board. We just couldn't get our wherewithal to go back up and put it back in.
Ball comes into Hale. She gives it off to Adwell. Racing down the floor. Going to go all the way to the basket. Puts it up. It is no good. Rebound, Jalynn Bush.
She might be the quickest player on the basketball floor. She just missed a layup.
Bailey Pettigo in the corner to Bertram. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Now to Hammer. Right side, Mallory Pettigo. Baseline is Bush. Back out to Hammer. Top of the key. Back over goes to Mallory Pettigo. Can't shoot. Drives in. Throws up a 10-footer. Rims. Good.
Be aggressive. Just find little gaps and go throw it up. Those runners are going to need to be made. 2 minutes ago, just 4-point lead.
22-18. Lee's got it on the near side. She carried it, splits the defenders, and walked, and no whistle. There's a pass over to Hale. Can't let her shoot a 3. They dump it down in there to Gore. Gore goes against Bush, puts it up. It's no good. Whistle. We're going to get a foul.
Late whistle is almost like he was waiting to see if it went in to blow the whistle.
First foul on Jalynn Bush. That'll be 4 on the Trojanettes here in the second half. Gore is at the line. She's a 55% free throw shooter. First one is on the way, and it rims off. Glasgow is 6 of 10 from the free throw line as Carly Delk will check in for Hadley Hammer with 1:48 to go here in the third quarter. Shanti Gore at the line. Second toss is in the air, and it's good. 22-19, Barren. 1:47 to play here in the third quarter. Mallory Pettigo with the basketball. Glasgow stays in that 2-3 zone as they have the entire night. Left side of Bertram. Back out now to Mallory Pettigo. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory, trying to penetrate. Goes in the lane, throws up the shot. It's in and out. Battle for the rebound, and going to be a, jump ball? And possession arrow to the Lady-Scotties with 1:27 remaining here in the third quarter.
We seem to find something to work just a little bit. Our two twins at the top just getting it, catching it, and penetrating. Couldn't even set a screen up there to give them a little bit more freedom.
There's a pass off to the right side and whip it underneath the Gore, and they're going to call a foul. Gore went to the deck, so did Bailey Pettigo. They'll say Bailey Pettigo may have pushed Gore a little bit from behind, and that will be her first. Barren's fifth of the second half. Glasgow's basketball to take out underneath with 1:18 to play in the third. As Hale will send it out to Lee. Works it in there to Gore. Over goes right side, little 10-footer in the air, no good. Ball tapped and caught by Delk. Trojanettes have it with a 3-point lead and 1:07 to play in the third. Three by Bertram. Bang!
In transition. Didn't get them in front of us, and Elizabeth didn't hesitate again. Need more of it. Up 6 now.
Third People's Bank three for Elizabeth Bertram. Here's a drive inside. Shot goes up, no good. Foul on Jalynn Bush. Going to send Adwell to the free throw line for 2 shots. 2 fouls on Jalynn Bush. That'll be 6 of the Trojanettes here in the second half. And Adwell is 2 of 4 at the stripe tonight. 6-point lead for the Trojanettes with 50.3 to play. First one hangs and comes off. Kayla Brandley back in the game.
A 6-point lead is as many points as Glasgow scored in any quarter in the first 2, so it's a huge, huge lead.
Second shot is good for Adwell. She's got 9, 25-20 Barren, 48 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Bailey Pettigo with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Looking at a trap here. Swings it over now to Mallory Pettigo. Feeds it in there to Bertram. Shovel pass underneath. There's Delk trying to go up. She's fouled.
They went to a 1-2-2 half-court version.
First time we've seen that. Was a foul on Gore?
Yes.
Number 2 on Ashanti Gore. 4 on Glasgow. Free throw good for Delk.
I know why he did it. He wants to speed us up and try to throw over top and get a turnover, but I think it's a terrible decision because it really opens the floor. When we see those openings, we can be successful. I mean, we even got a good shot there.
Curly Delk, second toss is good. Pushes the lead out to 7 for the Trojanettes at 27-20. 38 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Let's go back on their heels a little bit. We get a stop here, and I think we're in a really good position going into the last 8 minutes.
As Brandley will bring it up against Bertram, hands it off out there to Adwell. Adwell goes left side to Bradley. Lee comes out to get the pass, top of the key, dumps it down in there to Gore. Whistle, and an offensive foul on Gore. That'll be number 3. Team's 5th.
Trying to bully her way to the bucket. Got called for the offensive foul. Glasgow's only offense right now is an isolation in the post, and it's not working.
And so Barren County's basketball with 19.5 seconds to play here in the third. Looking at the trap here as the ball comes in the corner. Bertram on the left-hand side. Sends it back around the perimeter to the right. It's Delk. Lobs it back to Mallory Pettigo. And a whistle. What do we got? Traveling violation. With 3 seconds to go here in the third. Pressure in the backcourt by the Trojanettes. And Lee will get the ball in play to Bradley. Bradley now will throw it up at midcourt, and that'll do it for the third period. 27-20, Trojanettes on top of Glasgow as they outscored the Lady-Scotties 14-9 in the third quarter. We come back to the final 8 after this. Trojanettes.
Pregame Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Scotties 20. Fourth quarter sponsored by Citizens First Bank. Come grow with us. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, statistician Ryan Metzger. As the Trojanettes have the basketball to start the fourth. Looking at a trap at midcourt. Mallory Pettigo gives it off to Bertram on the left side. Bertram throws it across over to Hammer. Goes down to the corner now to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo floats it back across over to Mallory. Goes down to the corner. Bertram goes baseline. Throws it back to right side. Here's a shot going up. It is bouncing off the rim. Rebound taken by Hughes. And here's Bradley with the basketball, and it's stolen away down to the floor. Bailey Pettigo calls a timeout.
Yep. Good awareness.
And a full timeout will be, we take a Coca-Cola timeout, and a 27-20 Trojanette lead, outscoring the Lady-Scotties 14-9, and we hit all 5 of her free throws in that third quarter. Bertram knocked down a 3-point shot. Mallory Pettigo, Hadley Hammer, and Mackenzie England both had 2-point baskets, but hitting those free throws are big in a game like this, and we were only shooting like 54.3%. That percentage just went up some.
Last part of the quarter, we had a nice little surge, aided by some of those makes and free throws, and what Glasgow has done is they've set back in that zone, and right now we could almost be content with just throwing it around the perimeter and making Glasgow come out. I hate watching basketball games where you just throw it around the perimeter and make the other team go out of and come out of the zone, but right now we could almost make them do that, eat up the clock. In a 7-point lead, I know it can disappear in 3 possessions, but still, Glasgow has not put points on the board at that pace all game.
Trojanette basketball as Hammer will toss it in to Mallory Pettigo. Now we're going to look at a trap here at midcourt. Bounce pass left side comes to Bertram. Hooks it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bertram on the left wing. She dribbles it down to the corner. Sends it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Straight across it goes to Hammer. Back to Mallory Pettigo. Back it goes to Bertram. Here's the shot. It's up. It's good. It's a 3-pointer for Bertram.
That'll almost do it. A 10-point lead. Glasgow hasn't scored 10 points in a quarter, even in a half.
And that's 14 for Elizabeth Bertram. 4 People's Bank 3-point shots. And they're going to call a late whistle here on Elizabeth Bertram. That's going to be her 3rd. Well, I don't really agree with that one.
Sometimes you make a call to appease a coach that's not very happy with you. And otherwise, that would have been a turnover in our favor if they didn't make that call.
Well, if there were going to be a foul call, it should have happened as soon as the contact was made and not
they've had a couple
2 or 3 seconds later.
They've had a couple of late whistles tonight. I think it's just they've waited to see how the play turns out because they didn't want to actually call it.
Bradley misses it. The rebound to Bailey Pettigo off the front end of the 1-and-1. So the Trojanettes with a 10-point lead, 6:48 to play. Bertram wide open, 3 in the air. Won't go this time. Long rebound chased down to the corner by Bailey Pettigo, and somebody reached across and fouled her. And it's going to be on Amanda Lee. That is her 2nd. That is the 6th Glasgow foul of the second half. Ball comes out to Hammer. She'll bounce it off to Bertram on the left side. Back out now to Hammer. Well, let them set back in the 2-3 zone.
That's right.
That's what they want to do. There's no,
we do not need to be in any hurry,
No.
and I think that's kind of what Piper's telling them. Don't force anything right now.
And here's Mallory Pettigo trying to go inside. It was swiped away, and Lee's come up with it. And we're going to get a foul now as Bailey Pettigo races in to try to tie it up.
The only thing that can get them back in this game is free throws with the clock stopped, so we don't need to foul 90 feet from their basket like we did there, putting them back at the line 1-on-1, even though they have not been extremely successful from the stripe.
Amanda Lee is 3 for 3. Adwell is 3 of 6. And Lee, according to the stat sheet, was only a 50% free throw shooter tonight. Shot goes up, nothing but net. Her 4th one in a row. Makes it 30-21. 6:19 to play. Lee for the bonus. It's in the air, and it rattles in. 5 in a row for Amanda Lee. Lead is 8 for Barren at 30-22. 6:15 to play in the basketball game. Now they're going to come to trap at a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Bertram now being chased. Sends it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Back it goes to Bertram. Oh, England was wide open there. Didn't see her. Here's a pass down to Bailey Pettigo. In traffic. Vibes up the shot. It's no good. Rebound to Lee.
You almost go layups only in a situation like that if you're content throwing it around instead of driving into a tough shot. But play solid defense now.
Hale giving it off the right side to Adwell. Back out it comes to Bradley, top of the circle. Bradley dribbles to the right, gives to Hale in the corner. Now Hale. Oh, she pushed off. Yep, pushed off the forearm into Bailey Pettigo, and that'll be the first foul on Kaylin Hale, the 7th one on the Lady-Scotties.
That's frustration. That's a big-time frustration foul from Kaylin. She only has 1 free throw, and we make her put it on the ground almost every time that she has caught the ball tonight. No open looks from 3.
Bad pass, and here comes Hale with it. Hale drives the basket, flips it up. It's too strong. Rebound to Mallory Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo, long pass down the floor to Bertram. Bertram goes under, puts it up. It's blocked by Lee and out of bounds.
Good block, but it'll still be our basketball.
5:17 remaining. As the ball comes out to Bailey, they go into Bertram. Bertram, round 17 foot of the air. Good. Bertram now with 16 on the night. Has half of the Trojanette points. 32-22 Barren. Back to a 10-point lead. 5 minutes to play. Bradley hands it off to Adwell. She pushed off. Oh, they're going to call a block. Guess they've called so many charging fouls.
That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. I think that was a one that could have went either way. And sometimes when you're in front of the opposing coach, you lean towards the call in their favor. A 3 on Hadley Hammer. Adwell fires and hits for her 10th point of the game. 32-23. Elizabeth has really played a nice game. She's been frustrated offensively, but played through it. That's a sign of growth for her, being mentally tough.
Adwell hits both. Back to 8. 32-24. 4:53 to play. And now here's a pass coming over to Bailey Pettigo. Dribbling it down the right side. To the corner goes to Hammer. Now Hammer throws it way back out to Mallory Pettigo. Here's Bertram. Wanted to go baseline. They call her for a traveling violation.
We got to be careful with the long looping passes. Glasgow's length can deflect those, pick them off.
Kaylin Hale will bring it up for the Lady-Scotties. Hands it off out there to Bradley. Going into the weave. Adwell back to Bradley. Right side. Wants to drive. Legal screen against somebody out there.
On 10 on Lee. Far away from the basketball.
That'll be 3 on Amanda Lee. 8 on the Lady-Scotties here in the second half. 4:27 remaining. Still an 8-point lead for Barren County at 32-24. Here's a pass coming across. Mallory Pettigo back to Bailey Pettigo. Drives to the basket. Got bumped. Puts it up. It is good. Count it. And a foul.
I said it a while ago. I'll say it again. The move by Stinson going to the 1-2-2 has allowed us to, I think, flourish more than it has hurt us. We have not turned it over. We've spread the floor out, opened up driving lanes where the Pettigo girls have really grown and been successful.
Shot is missed. Mallory Pettigo got the rebound. Back to Bertram. Bounces it out to Bailey Pettigo. Now getting pressure here. And they're going to say she's out of bounds.
She got pushed a little bit, I think. She ended up all the way underneath our table. Piper was trying to yell timeout all at the same time, but the turnover to Glasgow. 4:06 left, a 10-point lead.
Lee will toss it in. Comes into Kaylin Hale. Hale around the top. Comes off the screen. There's a walk on Bradley.
They walked probably equal to the amount of peanut butter candies I've had over the last 2 weeks, and that's been several of them. So some of them have been called, some of them haven't. But Glasgow in a bad position right now to come back, because really, even though they have kids that have scored, you know, they've got Gord has 13, Adwell has 12, Hale has 10. Think about who they're getting those averages against. They're getting those teams. The wins have come against teams that are 26 wins versus 37 losses. They've only beat 2 teams with winning records, so they're getting those averages against teams that they're far better than. When we have a team that, you know, they're equal or better than, those lanes, those offensive opportunities really are shut down. They do not have an offensive weapon like Ellie Bartley or Brianna Glover. They just don't have anybody they can turn to down 10 with 3 minutes left in a basketball game that even gives them an opportunity to come back. So this is where Glasgow is different than they've been the last 3 or 4 years, and I think that's where we have a big-time advantage. Even though we haven't put very many points on the board, I kind of joked and said first one to 35. Well, we're 1 point away from that getting the win.
Glasgow only 2 field goals in the second half. They've hit 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Barren County has hit 6 field goals in the second half, 3 of them from Elizabeth Bertram. Has knocked down 4 trays in the game. 3:55 to play. Trojanettes 34, Lady-Scotties 24. Mallory Pettigo with the basketball. Giving it off to Bailey Pettigo here on the near side out front. In the middle goes to England. Turns, looks, sends it back out to Mallory Pettigo. Getting pressure from Hale. Got her hands all over out there. Knocked it away. Had to go chase it down the backcourt. Another foul. No whistle. Gets it in front court now. Right side it goes to Hammer. Now here comes Bertram working inside. Throws it up in the lane. It's no good. Crashing the board. They're going to have a whistle. What do we got? Jump ball. England went to the deck. And a possession arrow goes to the Lady-Scotties with 3:24 to play.
Kind of grown in the second half, too, when we matched Glasgow's physical nature. I think they were being a little bit more physical with us in the first half, and now we're being a little bit more.
Thor pops out to get the pass, gives it off now to Franklin. Pass thrown away, out of bounds. Barren will get it.
Because of those limited offensive weapons, their offense goes one-dimensional, like we said before. They're just posting somebody up. Easy to guard, easy to defend. Even though they had it in a good spot, they couldn't complete the pass.
Mallory Pettigo. Crossover dribble right, leaves it with Hammer. Goes into the weave. Here's Bertram, top of the key, going left, giving it off to Hammer. Hands it back off to Bailey, now to Bertram. Now here comes Mallory Pettigo, down the left of the lane, puts it up and in!
We've been content to weave us or knit us a scarf, whatever you want to call it out there, with running down the clock. But when you can get a layup, we'll take it.
36-24 Trojanettes, their largest of the ball game. A 2:35 to go. And here is Bradley. Throws it up on the run, shot it against the board, and Gore tried to get to the rebound, knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Barron's basketball with 2:29 to play.
Yeah, I think it hit off of Bradley, and she was standing out of bounds.
Mallory Pettigo with it. 12-point Barren County lead, 36-24. Hammer shovels it back off to Mallory, now to Bailey. Here's Hammer with it, right side of the key. Now here comes Bailey up the baseline, shovel pass underneath. England puts it in.
Definitely sealed the deal now. Just finish this thing out.
38-24 Trojanettes. Just under 2 minutes to play. Bradley with the basketball, hands it off to Hale. She walked, no whistle, run into Hammer. Going to be a block.
Got to go back to... Let me double check this before I give you that stat.
Kaylin Hale is going to be at the free throw line. 1 of 2 at the stripe tonight. First one is no good. Hammer's going to check out of the game, and Carly Delk returning to the Trojanettes lineup.
Got to go all the way back to the 2006-7 season where we were 3-0 in the district. We were undefeated that year in the regular season.
It's been 10 years, 11 years?
Yeah.
Kaylin Hale hit the second toss. She's 2 out of 4. That's her only points of the ball game tonight for the Lady-Scotties. 38-25, a minute 45 left. Here's Bailey Pettigo. Sends it back over to Mallory Pettigo. Back to Bailey on the left side. Bounce pass in there to England. Puts it up. It's no good. Try to get her on rebound. Tipped it away and caught there by Glasgow's Franklin as she gives it to Bradley. Bradley now driving to the basket. Puts it up. It's too strong. Gore puts it back up and in and draws a foul. That'll make it 38-27.
We held Gore down this half, too. She kind of showed signs where she was going to be a problem for us. 2 early buckets in the first period, but hasn't had a field goal since then.
So Ashanti Gore at the line with a chance to make a three-point play. Puts it up in the air, and it is no good. Rebound taken down by Delk. Mallory Pettigo over to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Mallory Pettigo. In the middle goes to Bertram. Bertram steps back, shoots a 15-footer. Got it, and a foul! Foul is on Jaden Franklin, her first. That'll be the team's 10th. And Elizabeth Bertram will be at the line. She has scored 10 points here in the second half, 18 for the ball game. First trip to the charity stripe. 40-27, Barren County. Free throw is good. 8 points this quarter for Bertram. 41-27. 1:07 to play. Here's Bradley, handed it off now to Adwell. Adwell splits it up and puts up the shot. No good. Gets a foul from Bertram. 4 on Bertram. We got 3 players with 4 fouls. Minute 2 remaining. Adwell is 5 of 8. Shot goes up, and it's good. Went out, went back in. KJ Hughes in for Glasgow. Also Jaden Franklin. And Ansley Adwell back at the stripe. Got them both. Gives her 13 points. It's 41-29. 1 minute to play. Trojanettes with a basketball. As Mallory Pettigo sends it off to Bailey Pettigo. In the middle, here's Bertram. Underneath, there's Bush. He puts it up. It is good.
Terrific passing right there. Never touched the ground once we got it past half court. Centered the basketball and got it to Jolene, who put it up and in.
43-29, Barren County. Scored 16 this quarter. Glasgow has scored 9. And has only scored 3 field goals the entire second half.
Our defense stayed solid, but our offense caught up.
Yeah.
And credit to us. I used the word mentally tough for Elizabeth earlier, mentally tough for the whole team because things were not going well for us. And finally, we found some openings, knocked down a 3 or 2 when we had to, and really put Glasgow on their heels. They just have not looked very good offensively. Nobody's held and handled the ball well for them, and they have not run an offense that's yielded any points.
Lady-Scotties basketball, 47 seconds remaining. As Adwell angles off to the right, throws it up on the way, no good. Rebound in there by Jolene Bush. Just kind of threw it up, falling away. And here's Mallory Pettigo, high looping pass over to Jackson to the right side. Gives it back out to Bailey Pettigo, now to Mallory Pettigo. 25 seconds remaining. In the middle, Delk. Over goes to Bailey Pettigo.
Let's dribble this one out.
Off it goes to Mallory Pettigo. Back out to Bailey with 13 seconds remaining.
What this does establishes us as the number 1 seed so far in the first half and the team to beat in the girls' side of the 15.
2 seconds, 1. That'll do it. Trojanettes win it. 43-29 over the Glasgow Lady-Scotties. As Glasgow drops to 8-3 overall, they'll even their district record at 1-1. Trojanettes will improve to 8-4 on the season and stay undefeated in district play at 3-0. And as you said, Robert, first half we go 3-0, and next district game won't be for at least 2 or 3 weeks.
And a big-time schedule coming up for us with a couple more tests. So if we beat a good team tonight, we've got another good team coming in or going there Tuesday. And then, again, we got one top 20 team coming to our place Friday night. So some more opportunities for our girls to continue to grow and put themselves where they want to be as we actually get to the middle point of the season and head down towards the home stretch.
Glasgow will be at Allen County, Scottsville on Tuesday night for a district game. And now everybody's gathered in mid-court. This is in honor of Spencer Bradley that you've heard about on the news and radio. And so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we'll take a look at the post-game report coming up, brought to you by Coca-Cola, as the Trojanettes win 43-29.
Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. This is usually a night for crosstown rivalry, but on this specific evening, we are all on the same team. We are all in for spin. We invite everyone to stand as Jameson Lover, otherwise known as Rev to Spencer, leads us in prayer.
Let everybody pray. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we just come to you right now, Heavenly Father. We just want to thank you for another day and another day's journey, Heavenly Father. We thank you for the life that's Spencer lived, Heavenly Father. We thank you for the love that he has shown to this community, Heavenly Father. Thank you for him not being ashamed to let his light so shine, Heavenly Father, so that this world may see all of you in him, Heavenly Father. We ask you to bless this family right now, Heavenly Father. May you go with them through as they go through this week, the rest of these weeks, Heavenly Father. Not only the rest of these weeks, Heavenly Father, but through the rest of this time, Heavenly Father, as they go through the loss of their son, their brother, their cousin, or their relative, Heavenly Father. We just ask you to stay with them and go by them, Heavenly Father. Let them know that you will stay with them to the very end, Heavenly Father. We ask you to bless his friends, Heavenly Father. Will you let them know that you make no mistake, Heavenly Father, and that everything that you do well, Heavenly Father. We thank you that he is in no more pain right now, Heavenly Father, that he's no longer suffering, Heavenly Father. And these are blessings in your Son, Christ Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I'll just take a brief moment. Our family can't say thank you enough for all the prayers that have been sent our way. We've gotten lots of strength from it, and that's the only way we've made it. And I would like to say we've got friends on both sides of this gym, and there's no better place to live than Glasgow and Barren County.
Amen.
As big as this circle is, Spencer's heart was just as big. He loved hard, he lived hard, and he lived it up. So let's all live like Spencer lived.
Amen.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it. You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio,
BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets, 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry, everyone. Please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto. Everything BCHS, anywhere.
Solar.com.
With Bauer as we get set for the Trojans and Scotties game 2 of our district doubleheader tonight. Glasgow under head coach James Willett. His assistant coaches are James McReynolds, Cedric Vaughn, and Brandon Stockton. Looking at their field goal percentage, Scotties shoot 43% from the field. The Trojans shoot 40.2% from the field. As far as three-point shots, Glasgow at 33%, Barren County at 25.7%. From the foul line, Barren County at 69.8% compared to 58% for the Scotties. Rebounds pretty even, 33.3 for the Scotties, and even 33 for the Trojans. Glasgow turns the ball over 14 times. Barren County 11 a game. And as far as scoring, the Trojans are averaging 56.4 points a game, giving up 50.5. Glasgow is averaging 64.4, giving up 60.3. The starting lineup for James Willis Scotties tonight. Peyton Mills, 5'11", 155, and a senior. Averages 10.6 points a game. Dalvin Smith, 6'3", 175, a senior. Averages 7.8 points, 5.6 rebounds. Jaden Franklin, 6'5", 190, a sophomore. Averaging a double-double. 10.3 points, 11.6 rebounds a game. Nick Sorrell, 5'11", 160, a sophomore, averaging 13.4 points, 4.5 rebounds. Kobe Brents, a 5'8", 130-pound sophomore, averaging 15 points a game for the Scotties. So they have 4 players, Robert, that average in double figures.
And we kind of said it against the girls. That makes it difficult to limit somebody. You can't focus just necessarily on one player. So they've got an opportunity for anybody to have a big game on any given night. And these are kids that necessarily, they've had some unfortunate circumstances with injuries over the last few years. So even though they are upperclassmen, they don't have the experience necessarily that a normal junior or senior would have in the same situation. Peyton Mills has been a mainstay for them, a kid that has ran the show a little bit, averaged several points over the last few years, and now he has some help, which makes them the team that everybody thinks is ranked number 2 in the region right now, even though that's been jumbled up back and forth all throughout the season.
And it will continue to be that way.
I think it will, because I think there's a lot of parity in the region. Even though we have some very good guys and teams, a lot of them are even. You saw that in the Monroe-Glasgow game. And we've got a big week where we could really solidify ourselves as one of those top 3 teams in this region. You got Glasgow tonight, you got Bowling Green next week, you got Warren Central next week, you got Adair County, all 4 quality opponents that you're going to see in the next week.
Yep. Starting lineup for Coach Warren Cunningham's Barren County Trojans. His coaching staff: Matt Gardner, Lee Johnson, Jared Browning, Will McCoy, Parker Stevens at the point guard spot, 5'11", 150 and a senior, averaging just under 9 points a contest. Garrett Arterburn, 6'2", 155 and a senior, averaging 7.5 points a game. Jared Coomer, 6'7", 185 and a senior, averaging 17.7 and 10 rebounds a game. Will Bandy, 6'5", 205 and a sophomore, averaging 10.2 points, 4.5 rebounds. Tyler Smith will start tonight at 6'2", 245 and a senior, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds a game for the Trojans. So there you have the starting lineups, and they've been brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. The officials for tonight's game, same 3 we had in the girls' game, that being Tawny Brown, Tony Franklin, and Brian Morgan. As the official sponsor, Barren County Sheriff Kent Keene.
Everyone, welcome to Glasgow Hospital.
to left. Jared Coomer in the jump circle for the Trojans. Dalvin Smith for Glasgow. And we're set to go here from Glasgow High, which will be the site of the 2018 15th District Basketball Tournament.
Believe it or not, there'll be more people here then than there are now.
Oh, yeah. They'll be everywhere. Tony Brown will toss it up, and here we go. It's going to be controlled by the Trojans as Parker Stevens will handle it out front. Glasgow starts out in a man-to-man defense. Stevens angles off to the left side. He picks up his dribble against Brents, gives to Coomer. Coomer now against Dalvin Smith. Bounce pass broken up, stolen by Dalvin Smith. Try to go to Bandy with it. Angles off to the right side, cuts back. His jumper in the lane is no good. Off badly. Coomer with a rebound for the Trojans. He'll bring it down, gives it over to Arterburn to the left wing. Bluffs the three, throws it back out to Stevens, out between the circles as Brent's putting the pressure on him out front. Bounce pass left side, comes to Coomer. Going to fire up a three-point shot, drains it.
Deep three over in the left corner. Good start.
First People's Bank three of the night for Barren County. Sorrell handles the basketball, pulls up, shoots a three. Long range, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's tapped to Coomer, saved it in bounds. Smith grabs it, gives it off to Bandy, and now to Parker Stevens.
Dangerous save, but strong with the basketball to rip it away.
So Stevens will work against Brents out there. Jump pass off to Smith. Smith gives it back to Stevens. Stevens will leave it with Coomer in the corner on the left-hand side. And they'll stop, hand it back off to Stevens to set it up. 3-0 Barren County, early lead. Here's Smith with it, high post left, turns, flips it off to Coomer. He's going to fire up another three-pointer. It is no good. Batted up high in the air, going to be pulled down. Scotty's on the run. It's Sorrell, spinning back left, almost lost the handle, but keeps the dribble going. Out it comes to Peyton Mills. Mills will work it in the left corner now to Brents. Now Brents will bring it back out, straight away, out to Smith. Smith gives to Mills, and back here has a walk by Sorrell, but got away with it. Mills back in the right corner. He'll give it out to Dalvin Smith, fakes a three, moves in, shovels up the shot. It's way short, missed everything. Parker Stevens underneath the basket, bringing it down the floor, stops and feeds it off. Right side, Arterburn with a three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Bandy puts it back up and in, and a foul.
Big time crashing of the glass there. Up strong, kept it off, and powered through the foul.
Foul is going to be on Franklin, his first. That's Glasgow's first. Will Bandy, 70% free throw shooter, averaging just over 10 points a game. Try to complete the three-point play, puts it up. It is good.
See what I mean by Glasgow being in the half court, too. We've got Dalvin Smith to drive it twice, cut him off, and he's thrown up two wild shots that we've got the rebounds of.
6-0 Trojans to start the game. 5:50 to go, first quarter. Pass coming left side to Franklin. He'll give it off to Brents. Now Brents sends it out to Mills, and around the horn it goes to the right side to Sorrell. Sorrell, crossover move, goes against Bandy. The shot goes down. It won't count. Offensive foul. Will Bandy taking the charge. And it will be Sorrell's first, Glasgow's second team foul.
We're very good standing in and taking the charges in our back line, and that's what keeps somebody like Sorrell from driving and attacking.
Coomer gets rid of the basketball to Arterburn. Oh, throws it away. Coomer trying to go for it. Tried to save it in bounds, but couldn't do so.
I thought that might have been deflected, but with his effort going to get it, he knew it wasn't.
So Glasgow will get it with 5:28 to go. Trojans with a 6-0 lead. And they'll take it down the deep left corner. And Brents will put the ball in play. Brents looking, still looking. Lobs it out to Franklin. Gives it to the left side now to Sorrell. Top of the key. Smith. Right side is Mills. Back to Smith. Works against Smith. Drives the bucket. Scoops it up and in and draws a foul.
Tough matchup there for Tyler Smith, who gets the foul.
First foul against the Trojans. Dalvin Smith is a 62% free throw shooter. He'll put it up in the air, and it's good. That'll make it a 6-3 ball game. Trojans scored the first 6. Glasgow's come back with a three-point play, but Dalvin Smith. Parker Stevens in a trap. Gives to Coomer. Coomer gets it across. Now gives to Arterburn. Back out now to Coomer. Top of the key. Going to fire it up for three. No good. Long rebound is by Arterburn. Out to Bandy. He'll put it up for three. No. Ball slapped out by Smith out of bounds. It goes back to Barren.
Got to be careful. We're getting a little bit of three happiness here. 5 of our 6 field goals have been three-point attempts.
6-3 ball game. Trojans. 4:54 to go first quarter. Stevens wants to drive. Throws it up on the run. Banked it in.
That's what we need to get the offensive going a little bit. Strong move to the hoop using the glass.
8-3. Smith with it. 18-footer straight away. Rims no good. Followed up by Franklin. No. Tapped up in the air. Pulled down by Arterburn. He'll give it to Parker Stevens. Getting pressure out there from Brents once again. Right side it goes to Coomer on the right wing. Fires in the lane there to Bandy, and he traveled. Brandon Reed, 6 foot 150 senior, checking into the Trojan lineup for Tyler Smith. Glasgow's basketball with the Trojans leading 8-3. 4:20 mark of the first. Nick Sorrell with the basketball for Glasgow. Now dribbles, hands it off to Mills. He walked, no whistle there. There's been a lot of walks, and they're not calling it tonight for some reason.
Elective.
Brents, one-on-one against Arterburn. Hooks it off in the corner to Mills. Mills brings it in the lane. Pump fake, goes up with a shot in the lane. Good, and a foul.
The rake through our hands. He went up for the shot, gets the and one.
Brandon Reed commits his first. That'll be number 2 on the Trojans here in the first half. Mills, a 76% free throw shooter. He puts it up, and it's good. They've had 2 3-point plays with their 6 points. Trojans 8, Glasgow 6. Arterburn with the basketball, gives it back to Coomer. Gets it across the line to Stevens. He's looking at a trap, puts down the dribble, sends it off down to Bandy. Flashing to the basket, puts it up and in on a pass from Brandon Reed. Bandy with 5.
I was going to say he's brought his game so far in the first 4.5 minutes.
Here's Mills giving it off now to Sorrell. Sorrell throws it up on the back iron, no good. Rebound to Coomer. Here comes Coomer into the front court against Dalvin Smith. Leaves it with Parker Stevens. 10-6 Trojans, 3:24 to go first period. Stevens guarded by Mills. Gives it off to Arterburn. Coomer sets a screen. Goes back to Coomer. Coomer driving. Throws it up. It is no good. Try to get it. This should have been a foul right there, but no whistle. Ball knocked out of bounds. Glasgow off of Glasgow. The Trojans will get it. And first substitution for the Scotties is number 3, Tayshawn Bradley, 5'8", 140 junior. Parker Stevens, right side of the bucket, toss it in, comes out to Coomer, leaves it back with Stevens, deep on the right side. He'll bring it out on the wing. Now getting pressure out there, wants to drive against Brents. Wow, bodied him all over the place. Turnaround shot by Bandy, bounces off, and rebound coming off to Glasgow as Bradley has it. Right side corner is Franklin, out to Mills. 2:44 left in the quarter. Trojans with a 4-point lead. Here's Brent spinning in the lane. Scoops up the shot. No. Missed everything. Just hit the board. Here comes Coomer with it for the Trojans. Off to Stevens. Stevens down low. Bandy. Follow-away shot is coming off the rim. Ball slapped out of bounds by Coomer. In for the Scotties is Chris Horn, 6'3", 170 junior. In for the Trojans now. Tyler Smith comes back in for Will Bandy. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 145 freshman. Along with Landon Key, 5'11", 155 and a junior. So right now Smith and Coomer is the only 2 starters on the floor for the Trojans right now with 2:19 to go here in the first quarter. Barren leading 10-6. Here's Brents with it out front for the Scotties. Right side with it is Bradley. Bradley dribbles into the paint, kicks it off in the corner, back to Brents. Brents going to fire up a 3-point shot. No. Rebound up in the air, caught by Tyler Smith. Here comes Jared Coomer in the front court. Stops to the left wing. Still putting down the dribble. Now goes in the corner to Brandon Reed, turns and fires and hits it for 3.
He did not pick up his dribble. Coomer didn't pick up his dribble, kill the play, and that allowed him to wait just long enough for Reed to open himself up in the corner, moving without the basketball.
Brandon Reed with a People's Bank three-point shot. Mills off to...
He double dribble.
A double dribble on Bradley.
I thought I saw that, and they didn't call it. But good recognition there by the official to get the turnover.
Barren County 13, Glasgow 6. A minute and a half to go, first quarter. Withrow handles the basketball. Angles off left, reverses back right. Gives it to Coomer. Coomer wants to drive to the basket. Gets bump shot, goes in, and a foul.
Isolation matchups there.
Foul is on Franklin, his second. That'll be the team's third.
Kind of picked on him a little bit tonight. Got nice size, but still the youngster is not really filled out with the strength that he needs to go along with that body.
Well, I thought the shot from the basket counted.
I thought it did too. They waved off the first free throw.
Well, then...
So that first one didn't count. The second one he missed.
Yeah. Brent with the basketball. That would have been a 10-point lead right there. They dump it down in there to Franklin. Shoots over Smith, and he puts it in.
Good defense. Didn't want to commit the fouls. Made him make the tough shot over top.
15-8. Down to a minute to go here in the first quarter. Withrow. Bounce pass. High post Coomer against Chris Horn. I believe it was Horn that called the foul on a minute ago instead of Franklin. Okay. That would have been his first. Coomer wants to drive. Goes to the bucket strong. Puts it up. It won't count. Got a whistle and a foul. And
that's Horn's second.
So Horn, number 2, 4 on the Scotties here in the first half. A lot of changes in the lineup for the Scotties right now as they brought in Bowen Haney, 6'4", 160 sophomore. Withrow's got in the corner, dumps it down in low, and a shot put up and in by Coomer.
That was
nice move.
Bowen Haney
around his defenders. Oh, there's a walk and no call. Shot goes up and in.
That was blatantly obvious. A walk in front of everybody. They let it play on.
17-10, 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. Coomer with the basketball out front. Down to 20 seconds. We got Haney out guarding him. They just clear it out for him.
Yeah, that's a mismatch.
Now he's picked up his dribble. Goes back out to Withrow. Withrow wants to drive. Had it smack loose underneath the basket. And now has to do something with it. Whistle, traveling violation. With 3.7 to play.
A little pressure on him.
The ball comes into Bradley. Bradley going to fire up a long shot. It banked it in from about 40 feet.
Yeah, to put a little more pressure, make it a little bit more difficult. Pick them up. We didn't.
So Bradley ends the quarter with the Trojans up by 4 here after 1, 17-13.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto. Everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting.
Second quarter underway here at Glasgow High, brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home, reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. 40-footer by Bradley, cut the lead to 4 for the Trojans. 17-13, Dalvin Smith's back in the court. Sorrell also back in the game. Got Brent And Franklin, Mills on the court as well for the Scotties to start the second. Bandy's back in the game for the Trojans. Withrow, Stevens, Smith, and Coomer inside. Here's a shot put up, no good, in and out. And Barren County loses out of bounds.
He's got to grab it there. We kind of looked at each other and expected the other one to obtain possession. Bad way to start 30 seconds in.
Ball comes to play to Smith. He's going to scoop it up. Missed everything. Bandy taps it off to Parker Stevens. Into the front court now. Smith throwing up some wild shots out there. Withrow, bounce pass left to Smith, hands it back to Withrow, dumps it into Bandy, turnaround 8-footer, good off the window.
Tight spacing there, and we executed that play perfectly.
Good for a People's Bank bank shot. There's another collision and an offensive foul. Out of control with Sorrell, his second. Team Spiff actually walked with it before he charged.
Yeah, I saw that one as well.
And he's done that I don't know how many times already.
It wasn't the girls' game exactly the same way. Just they was very selective about when to call the charges. Willett very unhappy that that was a charge call. I guess he'd have rather him called the walk.
Stevens with it, works into the front court against Bradley. Bounce pass left side, Smith hands it back to Stevens coming by. Now he's picked up his dribble. Going to have to do something with it. Withrow top of the key. Now looks and gives it back to Stevens. He finds an opening, takes it right down the lane, scoops it up and in.
Nice move, Parker Stevens. Controlled his body. Got to get back.
Back to 8 for Barren, 21-13. Here's Franklin, works over Smith and puts it in.
Made a couple nice buckets over Tyler. Got to body him just a little bit more.
And Stevens is called for traveling. Too many unforced turnovers by the Trojans here early. 6:32 to play in the second. 21-15, Barren. Mills will handle the basketball now for Glasgow. She brings it across the line. Out of the right side of the floor. Gets a screen from Franklin. Nothing happens there. Prince has got it. Back out to Mills. Swings it left side over to Bradley. Bradley with Smith going to cut back the other way. Shoots over Stevens. The jumper's good off the window.
That's a tough shot. Pretty good defense by Parker. Kept him in front the whole time.
21-17. Barren's 8-point lead cut in half at 4. Stevens with it against Bradley. Looking. Backdoor pass. Here's Coomer trying to go up. He got hammered by Dalvin Smith. Coomer wanted to dunk that ball.
Yeah, he was going to throw it down, and Dalvin came from behind and made sure that didn't happen.
Jared Coomer, 70% free throw shooter. 7 points in the first quarter. First free throw is good. 22-17. And that one spins off. Rebound to Franklin for the Scotties. Here's Brent, sends it down to the corner. 3, but Bradley is in and out. Crashing aboard Franklin, back up, blocked, but a foul.
Franklin starting to show up a little bit for Glasgow. Missed an offensive rebound, or they got the offensive. We missed the defensive rebound there.
Foul on Will Bandy will be his first. That's Barren County's third of the half. Franklin, a 38% shooter, shows in the stat sheet, but he cans that one. For his 5th point of the game. Franklin, only a sophomore, averaging 10.3 points, 11.6 boards. Second shot is on the way and got them both. 22-19. Barren now with a 3-point lead. 5:45 to go in the first half. Stevens with the basketball for the Trojans. Will work against Bradley now. Stevens goes left, looking, jumps it in there to Coomer. Turnaround jump shot, free throw way off the mark. Taken by Franklin. Here come the Scotties back the other way. Mills, crossover move, goes into a crowd, throws up the shot, no. Franklin puts it back up, no. Foul on Jared Coomer.
So on our side right now, we have not identified where he is to be able to block him out. We're doing a lot of jumping around the rim to try to claim rebounds instead of true boxing out.
First shot is on the way, good, 3 for 3. Brandon Reed returning to the Trojan lineup for Tyler Smith. And now Franklin back at the line for one more. And that shot goes up, and he got that one. 4 in a row for Jaden Franklin.
Doesn't look like a 30-some% shooter.
No. 22-20. Barren with a 2-point lead now. 5:18 to go. Largest been 8. Stevens going left. Bandy posted up. Wants to turn. Spins into Franklin. Puts up the shot. No good. And Franklin with a basketball. Baseballs it down to Mills. He goes in for the layup and a foul on Stevens.
Nice hard foul by Parker to make sure the layup wasn't converted.
Parker Stevens is first. That'll be the team's 5th. So 2 shots for Peyton Mills. 76% shooter at the line.
We have not been able to tap some rebounds ourselves. They're doing a good job keeping us off the offensive glass, starting to run out a little bit, and that's why they've got a chance to tie it up here. Yeah. We had a large, what was the largest?
8.
8.
Shot goes up. It's no good. Coomer with a rebound. 22-21. Barren, 4:58 to play here in the first half. Stevens with the basketball, works against Bradley. He'll give it off to Coomer out front. Leaves it back with Stevens again. Stevens, left side, over to Brandon Reed. Fakes, drives, can't, cut off, out to Arterburn. Right side it goes to Stevens, looking for Bandy. Bandy comes to set a screen. Looking back to the right side, Bandy, and he walked.
Couple turnovers, trying to do too much with the feet to establish position.
Tyler Smith returns to the Trojan lineup. Here's Mills with the basketball for Glasgow, gives it off to Bradley. Now Bradley on the dribble out front against Brandon Reed. Works it inside. Here's a shot flipped up and in by Mills.
Drilled the screen, and they delivered the ball right in front of us.
23-22. Stevens driving, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul.
Not a whole lot of half-court game being played tonight either way.
Tayshawn Bradley, that'll be his first, team 7th. Parker Stevens at the line, 2 shots. First one on the way, no good. 78% free throw shooter. Barren now 2 of 5 from the charity line. Parker Stevens puts this one up, and it dribbles and goes in. Tied at 23. Mills with the basketball. Left side it goes to Brents. Brents wants to work against Swithrow. Pulls up with a jumper. It's no good. Coomer claims a rebound. Moves it up court. Smith reached in on him. He's going to take it all the way to the rack and lays it in.
Everybody just trying to reach for Glasgow.
And a steal. Stevens has got it. Stevens off to Coomer. 3 if it goes. Yeah!
Nice 5-point play there with the steal and the conversion. That's what we needed to take what was Glasgow attempted to tie it up. Missed the free throw. We pushed it back out to a 5-point lead now.
28-23. Barren County here in the second quarter. Nothing on the Coca-Cola scoreboard at the moment. A lot of games were played earlier today. There are a few tonight, but a lot of them are holiday classic, Christmas tournaments, invitationals. So many of them, it's hard to count, really. We'll get back in a regular routine Tuesday night at Bowling Green.
We don't have school Tuesday, so it'll be sort of a regular routine.
Well, that's true. That's true. Friday night, Trojans will host Adair County and Zion Harmon, who played at Bowling Green last year on the state championship team. Glasgow with the basketball. Brents has it here on the near side. Barren's in a 2-3 zone now. With 3:36 to play here in the first half. Mills with it straight away. Back over to Brents. They go to Smith. Inside, here's Franklin. Loose ball. And it's still loose. Picked up by Coomer. Turnover by Glasgow. A chance for the Trojans to extend the lead here. Coomer gets bumped by Smith. No whistle. And it comes to Stevens. Long, straightaway 3. Go!
Why not? 2 for 2 from deep this quarter.
That was about a 22-footer by Parker Stevens straight away. Back up to 8. Largest lead for Barren, 31-23. Brents with it. Out to Mills. Mills goes back over to Brents. He wants to drive. Goes in against Smith. A collision. Charge. And an offensive foul.
3 charges the Trojans have taken here in the first half. That wipes away 3 would-be baskets for the Scotties.
Now the Trojans with a chance to have their largest lead of the game. Full court pressure applied by Glasgow. As Coomer gets the ball in play, Parker Stevens. Stevens will work it now against Bradley. Now Stevens goes left side over to Reed, dumps it down to Coomer, post in there, works against Smith, flips up the shot, no good. Trying to get his own rebound, knocked out of his hands by Smith.
Nice move, he just left it short.
2:40 to go here in the first half. Barren up by 8. Coomer in the corner after Withrow. Now Withrow wants to drive. Stops. Gives it off to Smith. Hands it back to Stevens. He almost lost the handle. Now Stevens will work it around to the left side. Gives it off to Reed. Reed wants to drive. Can't. Gives it off to Withrow now. Withrow against Prince. Withrow picks up his dribble. Goes to Coomer. Coomer turns. Hands it back off to Stevens. Had a 3, didn't take it. Wants to drive now against Bradley. Cut off. Curls back out. Gives it to Coomer. Coomer back over to Stevens. Long range left. 2:06 to play in the half. Stevens out front with it. Goes left side over to Withrow. Withrow puts down the dribble. Now sends it to Coomer. Another 3 in the air. Go!
With a hand in the face. 3 big trays now.
Jared Coomer with his third People's Bank 3-point shot of the ball game extends the lead to 11 at 34-23. Stolen away by Stevens. Stevens to the rack, lays it up, got it.
Timeout. Glasgow, as the Trojans exploded to a 13-point lead after a little bit of a letdown at the end of the first quarter with that 40-foot shot. We've responded really, really nicely, and Glasgow is basically on their heels. They have not responded offensively at all, and we have marked ourselves the aggressor.
Parker Stevens and Jared Coomer have scored all but 2 points in the second quarter for the Trojans. Parker Stevens now with 10 in the first half, 9 here in the second quarter. Jared Coomer had 7 points in the first quarter, and he has 9 in this quarter to make him with 16. 3 threes for Jared Coomer. Parker Stevens with a tray. Brandon Reed also hit a 3-pointer back in the first quarter. So we've hit 5 here in the first half. Glasgow has hit 1, and that was that 40-footer by Bradley.
What we've done really nicely is run our half-court offense. We've gotten some nice buckets like Parker there off of steals in transition, but our half-court offense has been crisp. And what our coaches do, the calls from the bench maximize our players' abilities. They put our kids in the right spots. You do not see a coaching staff, I promise, do a better job calling plays from the bench to get our kids open shots, but our kids are doing a super job executing, and it helps when you knock down the shots at the pace that we're doing it right now in the second quarter.
Trojans on a 12-0 run, led 24-23. Scored the last 12 points here in the second quarter. Minute and a half to go before halftime. Mills has it on the left side. Sends it down to the corner. 3 in the air, good.
Big answer for him.
That was Prince. 36-26, 10-point lead. Here's Stevens getting across the midcourt line. Bounce pass, high post. Smith off to Coomer, lost the handle. Loose ball. Glasgow's got it, running it back the other way. Here's Dalvin Smith. He throw it away?
I think they'll say it was deflected. Barely deflected, but it was.
Couldn't see the hand on it, but Glasgow will keep it underneath. This Will Bandy will check back in. Garrett Arterman will check back in. Gavin Withrow, Tyler Smith goes out for the Trojans. Mills will toss it in for the Glasgow Scotties. Left side of the basket. Still looking. Gets it into Dalvin Smith. He's going to drive to the basket, try to dunk it. And now Stevens trying to get it in the backcourt, but taken by Prince. He hit the front of the rim and bounced all the way to the backcourt. 3 by Prince is good.
It wasn't over in the back because it was on a rebound.
Right.
So I think our kids thought that might have been the case, but a friendly roll, and we're all of a sudden back just a 7-point lead. We got to keep the foot on the gas pedal to end the quarter.
36-29, shovel pass off to Stevens. 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Stevens gets rid of it to Brandon Reed. Back out to Stevens. 28 seconds to play. Poked away there for a moment by Bradley. Stevens gives it off in there to Arterburn. Back out to Stevens. Stevens left side over to Coomer. And now Coomer with a basketball. Smith trying to smack at the ball. He's going to drive with it. Shot no good. Reed with it. Back up in the lane. Rims off. And rebound whistle. What do we got?
Glasgow was on the line. He picked it up. Franklin did, and it was on the line. We got 7.3 to go here.
Trojans basketball. Who's going to toss it in? Stevens. 7.3 to play. And the ball comes into Bandy. Puts it up and in with the left hand on the inbounds pass.
Nice screen and layup there.
38-29. Mills, desperation shot off the backboard. That'll do it for the first half. Trojans had a 13-point lead at one time. 36-23. Lead here at the break. 38-29 over the Glasgow Scotties here at halftime. We'll come back to the Zaxby's halftime report in a moment. You're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Residential and business.
Old friends, and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS. The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto: everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHS Booster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Who is their second leading scorer, right? Kobe Brent's their first. Was limited to just 6 minutes of action, and he only had 3 field goal attempts. But what a half by Parker, Stevens, and Jared Coomer. They were really feeling it, and I think I kind of mentioned our coaches and our kids recognized that and were able to get them in positions to score. Parker scored all over the floor, as did Jared, inside and outside, taking the ball to the hoop and finding open shots. So when you've got a couple kids that combine for 26 to your 38, you've done a good job putting them in positions to score and making sure that the offense flows through them. It's been a fun first half to watch, up and down, back and forth, and our kids did not let Glasgow kind of answer their run that they went on like they did at the end of the first quarter. They hit the shot there to end the half. I think that was Will Bandy hit that shot there at the end of the half to keep the margin as it is at 9. So, like I said, fun first half to watch, and hopefully we can reproduce that in a second. You want me to go over some of these?
Yeah, let's do a Coca-Cola scoreboard. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. You got several scores there.
I've got a few. Like you said, there's so many games, it's hard to figure out where to look at the score, find the outlets for them. But a couple of girls scores first. Cumberland County lost to Dayton 50-37. Edmonton County girls continue their hot streak. They beat Franklin Simpson, who's really, really down, 61-18. Bowling Green girls, who we'll see Tuesday night, won over Madisonville North Hopkins 66-37. Warren East girls won by 30 over Lecanto, Florida, 63-33. Boys games, Bowling Green was up by 11 at the half over West Creek, Tennessee. I think, is that the final, like the finals of their little Meyer Holiday Classic down there for the championship event?
Unless it finishes up tomorrow, I'm not sure.
So they're up by 11.5 regardless. South Warren 75, Hopkins County Central 70. I gave that one earlier. A couple more. Clinton County 67, Hope County 55. All these are finals. Caverna 64, Shelby County 59. Adair County lost by 13 to Jeffersontown. Adair County we'll see Friday night. The girls play Christian County that same night, kind of a split doubleheader. So they lost 83-70. Warren East boys 76-53. Warren East boys actually, weren't they voted ahead of us in the Bowling Green Daily News poll this week?
I was looking at it, and I didn't even run down the whole list earlier. Of course, Warren Central 1, Glasgow 2, Bowling Green 3, Monroe 4, Warren East 5, Barren 6, South Warren 7, Clinton 8, Todd Central 9, Logan 10, Greenwood 11, Franklin Simpson 12. They got both to the top 10.
Yeah, South Warren's been playing really good lately. They're off to their best start since their inaugural season. Warren East has won a few in a row, so that's why they're moving up kind of a little bit in the poll. And the last final that I have was Greenwood 70, Lecanto, Florida 51 in a boys' score. So tried to get a few of them there, didn't get all of them, but maybe we can add a few as we go along here in the second half. We've got an extended halftime, still 10 minutes on the clock. They haven't even started the clock here for the halftime break, so it's a Western cheer performance. Spencer was on the Western cheer squad. He cheered here at Glasgow, and then so kind of a tribute performance from the Western cheer team here in between the two halves.
Yep. So we had a big night so far. Still got another half of basketball remaining here as the Trojans lead the Scotties here at the break 38-29. They still have 10 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure that will remain like it is once the teams get back on the floor, because they're not going to warm up for 10 minutes, I wouldn't think.
We've got to get all the cheer mats and everything off the floor, though, so we'll still have a little bit of an extended break for sure.
All right, well, we'll come back with more halftime here from Glasgow High School Scotty Gym. The Trojans up by 9, 38-29 of the Scotties. So you're following the Trojans on 103.7 Nash Icon.
And Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC.
Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra. Good.
Sorry everyone, please excuse Aaron while he prepares to tell the latest BCHS news live on the air.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello, Barren.
Yes, you heard right. You can hear the latest news and announcements and up-to-date music live on the air 24/7 on 88.7 FM Trojan Radio or online at barrenschools.com.
Hello, Barren County. You can hear the latest going on here at BCHS on 88.7 FM every morning at 7:15 and every afternoon at 3 p.m.
Thanks, Aaron, but I think I had that one covered.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
Good morning. No, that's 220. Good morning. No, that's 2 extra.
Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding? So how is each team able to function and stay updated with modern equipment and uniforms? Through the help of the Barren County Athletic Booster Club. The BCHS Athletic Booster Club is the #1 way to help contribute to the student athletes that give Barren County athletics the upbeat reputation it holds. You can help contribute to the student athletes of BCHS today by contacting the boosters on Facebook at facebook.com/BCHSbooster. Let the student athletes of tomorrow shine by donating to the BCHS Athletic Booster Club today. Did you know that Barren County sports teams only receive $250 in yearly funding?
You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it. You're watching BCHS Live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. BCHS Live is a student-led live online video production program started in 2015 by 4 BCHS freshmen. The BCHS Live program is here to showcase everything going on at BCHS, from athletics to special events and opportunities to ceremonies and celebrations. The BCHS Live program is here to show everyone in our community what BCHS is all about, and with 3 major online outputs of our broadcasts, we truly live up to our motto, everything BCHS, anywhere you want it.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store, keeping Barren County in style.
Connecting with old friends and remembering the days of being back in high school can be an amazing experience, and that's what the Barren County Alumni Association is all about. With the annual recognition of the Barren County Hall of Honor program, monthly reminders, and a yearly magazine, the Barren County Alumni Association specializes in connecting past classmates while informing the past alumni of Barren County High of current events going on at BCHS. Go online to barrenschools.com to join today.
The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store is the #1 place to find any and all things BCHS, with a wide selection of clothes including hoodies, t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, and polos, to everyday items including pens, pencils, notebooks, and stickers, to jewelry including earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and wristbands. So stop by the Trojan Thread Store any weekday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or during any home varsity basketball game. The Trojan Thread School Spirit Store.
It's when you leave the area. So
it is. That was a good experience for the team. Got to be with them for 3 or 4 days, and it was a lot of fun. But, you know, it'd been better if we had come home with 3 wins, but
still you see some different competition.
Oh, yeah.
See some
teams from different states, Texas and South Carolina. There was only 2 other area teams that were even in it. Hart County girls, Campbellsville boys were in it. I did see Campbellsville boys play. I think that was on Friday, or it might have been Thursday. Yeah. And, you know, you see Rick Wilson from H&W keeping a book for Campbellsville.
A little far away from home. So.
But
you don't make so many trips to Campbellsville like we've made over the last few years.
And I'll have to say, the Trojan fans, we had more fans than any other school that was there.
Travel well. I'm sure all the parents and maybe a couple extras made the trip and enjoyed the holidays in Gatlinburg a little bit.
So it was a good 4 days down there, and like I said, the weather was nice. It was 70 degrees Saturday morning.
Well, it hasn't been 70 degrees today.
No.
And I think it's going to get colder. It was actually warm today, but it's going to get a little bit colder. So, fortunately, our shooting hasn't matched the temperatures outside. We shot the ball really well in the first half.
Let's hope it'll stay the way it is in the second half, at least.
That's right. It's a little tough. We've had about a 20-minute break, or we'll have a 20-minute break. So, sometimes a momentum killer just staying in the locker room and you're hyped, ready to go into the break, and then coming out of it, you got to get everything back going again. So we can't give Glasgow that advantage, be able to get back in the game as it stands a 9-point deficit, 38-29. Still 3 minutes to go before we actually get this thing going back again. Extended halftime break. Almost as long as we see when we go to Clinton County at the end of the year. Those are some of the longest halftimes you'll ever see. Or that's actually, I guess, in between games when they have their senior
night, Valentine's night, homecoming.
Right.
Usually have everything all together. I think we go to Cumberland County this year, too, so I think they do the same thing, but I don't think it's going to be that late. So Clinton County, well, I don't know. We play them right before Clinton, don't we?
Yeah.
Remind you, listening to Trojan Basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online, ESPNKY.com. Again, Tuesday night we'll be in Bowling Green. for a girl-boy doubleheader.
Kind of a rival basketball game today. Kentucky put it to Louisville a little bit, right? 29-point victory, and then their football team failed two-point conversion. The football team, Kentucky, ended up losing, I think, 24-23 to a ranked Northwestern team. I got to go to a Western basketball game last night for the first time. Western's men and women both having a really good season. Their men were really fun to watch. The team full of athletes, get up and down the floor. If you get a chance to check them out, men or women, that'd be a good use of some holiday cash and maybe some time before we get back into school, for sure.
If you missed the girls' game earlier tonight, the Trojanettes defeated the Lady-Scotties 43-29. Elizabeth Bertram scores 19 in the game for Coach Piper Lindsay. Hit 4 threes. And are we about ready to get this second half underway? So. Third quarter coming up, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. And somebody's left their cell phone right at the edge of our broadcast table here, so I assume they will figure that out before the night's over. Unless we want to hand it down to the PA announcer or something, if somebody's left a phone. They may have forgotten it. I don't know.
Somebody will come get it, I suppose.
But it's right here on the edge of the broadcast table. Again, I mentioned the WKU cheerleaders were here at halftime. The reason why we had an extended halftime.
We have nobody in foul trouble. Glasgow, Sorrell has 2. It'll be interesting to see how we approach that if we go after him, try to pick up that third foul to limit his ability. Glasgow had 3 other kids play the whole first half. Kobe Brent, Peyton Mills, and Jaden Franklin all played the whole half. See how we approach the third quarter here and see if we can build on a 9-point lead as we get the ball to start the third period.
From our broadcast site, the Trojans will move right to left. Jared Coomer, Parker Stevens, Garrett Arterburn, Will Bandy, Tyler Smith for the Trojans. Kobe Brents, Peyton Mills, I think Nick Sorrell is starting, along with Jaden Franklin and Dalvin Smith for the Scotties. And here's coming out to inside. A shot goes up short for Coomer. Put back up good for Bandy, and a foul.
Tough shot from Jared Coomer falling away. Didn't get it up, give it a chance over the rim, but Will Bandy has collected some nice offensive rebounds tonight and a chance for a 3-point play.
They need to put the points on the board. They need to do that. You don't want to forget that. Bandy puts it up and in. Should be 31 or 41-29.
I think you're right.
41-29. 41-29. 41-29. Here's a shot, goes up, and it's no good. Crashing the board is Tyler Smith. Gives it off to Coomer. Coomer sends it down to Bandy. Fakes, drives a baseline, spins, throws up the shot. It's going to come off. Ball tapped off, and here comes Glasgow on the run. They said throw it away. It's intended for Mills. They just threw it too long and out of bounds.
They had a break, but Jared Coomer hustled to get back to close down the window and forced him to throw it a little wide of Peyton Mills.
Stevens will bring it up. Barren 41, Glasgow 29, 7:15 to play here in the third quarter. Coomer with it on the left. Gets a screen from Smith. Throws it back to Smith, floating it down. Pump fake, puts it up. It's good.
Either had to get it up really quickly or wait till the defense flew by. He pump faked, waited, and put it in.
Now the lead is 14. Dalvin Smith, top of the circle. Pulls over the left elbow, hands it off out there. Here's a long 3 in the air that is no good. Crashing the board, Will Bandy. Hands it off to Coomer. Coomer working it down. Leaves it off with Arterburn for a 3-pointer. Short. Bandy tried to go for the rebound. Ball slapped back in bounds. Smith grabs it, gives it off to Stevens. Stevens, 18-footer right side. No. And Mills had Coomer hooked off underneath.
Surprised that was kind of out in the open. They didn't call that one.
Yeah. Here's Brents with it on the right side. Brents wants to move in. He moves up with a jumper, rattles out. Battle for the rebound. Bandy tried to save it. Glasgow will get it back, so he was fighting Franklin for the rebound.
we have not backed down from their physicalness. We have actually probably out-physicaled them, if that's the way to put it.
Here's a lob coming out to Dalvin Smith. He'll give it right side to Mills, down to the corner to Sorrell. Back out to Mills. Here's Smith. He's going to launch it up for three. Drains it.
It's all right. We'll give him that.
That's his second field goal of the game. 43-32. Parker Stevens works against Brents. Right side it goes to Arterburn. Glasgow in a sticky man-to-man. Coomer over the left side. Stevens dumps it down to Bandy. Bandy turns and fires, puts it up. No good. Rebound to Dalvin Smith.
Tough shot. Nobody crashing the glass there for a second chance up there.
Long bounce pass. Brents slides over, gives it off to Smith. He's going to fire up another three-point shot. It's off the mark this time. Battle for the rebound. Whistled. What do we got? Smith goes to the deck.
Glasgow's going to get it back, but he just kind of got slung out of the way. No call. Dalvin Smith only 6 made threes all year. That's the reason you kind of let him shoot those. Not very good from deep. Make one, thinks he can make another one, and he just didn't get the rebound.
Working with it. There's a travel. No whistle. Smith with it. Right side of the key. Smith goes down to the corner. As they work it up the baseline, shot goes up, no good. Batted up in the air. Had a collision underneath the basket. Glasgow comes back. Mills sets up for the three. It's no good. Coomer pulls down the rebound. Got a player down at Glasgow's end. Coomer. And we're going to have a blocking foul on Mills on the other end.
Terrell and Coomer collided at the rim. No call, and Terrell still down. Glasgow not happy the play was not stopped, but the play doesn't stop until something stops it. And that was the foul on Mills. Terrell still a little slow getting up there.
He's laying underneath the Glasgow basket on his back. Yeah, there was a collision with Jared Coomer down there with Nick Sorrell, and
probably
Sorrell got the worst end of the deal on that one.
There wasn't anything up top, but there was body contact at the bottom, and that's why they wanted a foul. And, you know, it's been very, very iffy when that's been called tonight. It's not been called consistent, and that's why they were wanting a foul.
So we have a break in the action here as they look at Nick Sorrell. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Barren up 43-32.
I'm not sure exactly what they're treating him for there.
Did his head hit the floor? I couldn't tell.
I couldn't see
from this angle. We're down on the farther end of the court. They've got him up now. He is shaking up quite a bit, but he's walking off on his own power, looks like.
Yeah.
A little shaky out there. I don't know if his head hit the floor or not. Going to be Trojans basketball when we get back to play here. Coomer will toss it in. And we're set to go. Coomer will get it inbounds in the corner to Bandy. Bandy now looking. Here's Tyler Smith against Smith. Leaner. Going to be a collision. Offensive foul.
Tyler's got to go up. He knows better than that. Go up before the collision.
His second personal, first of the Trojans in the second half. 5:14 to go in the third. Barren up. Largest been 14. It's 11 right now. And Mills handles the basketball for the Scotties. Mills getting the screen. Drives left side, bounces it down low to Dalvin Smith. Works inside, puts up the shot. It's no good. Going to get another foul.
Kind of leaned into Tyler Smith, who was straight up, and they get Tyler for the foul.
So it's going to be his third, team second. Dalvin Smith had a three-point play back in the first quarter. Basket and free throw, and he's hit a three here in this third. The only shot so far. Shot goes up short off the left side of the rim. Brandon Reed will come in and replace Tyler Smith for the Trojans. At 4:59 to go here in the third quarter. Smith for the second toss. It's in the air, and it's off. Ball slapped out, put back up, no good for Bradley. Put back up and in by Smith.
Can't give those chances. That cuts the lead quick.
43-34. Stevens with the basketball, working against Brents out there, reversing it back to the right to Reed. And now Reed throws up a three-point shot, drains it.
He was a little out of sync there and was questioning whether he was going to shoot it or not, but glad he did.
Second tray, People's Bank three for Brandon Reed in the ball game. Got a foul on the other end. Going to be charged against Garrett Arterburn, his first. Barren County's third of the half. Lead is back up to 12 at 46-34. And here's a pass coming out to Dalvin Smith. Wanted to make a substitution in there, but didn't do it. And we got a whistle, kick ball. Good stage with the Scotties.
Good, we got a foot on that. That would have probably been a layup. He had inside position on it.
Robert Kingery checks in, 6'5", 175, and a sophomore for Glasgow. Brents with it out front on the right side. Sends it down to the corner to Mills. And we got a whistle away from the ball. What do we got?
Got a foul on Kingery, hooking. Try to get position.
That's his first, team second. Barren County's basketball as the Scotties will pick up some pressure in the backcourt. Nobody on Coomer, but Smith's going to pick him up as he crosses midcourt. 46-34. Coomer picks up his dribble, goes left side of Stevens, back to Coomer, takes it to the basket. Shot blocked by Smith and taken by Brent. Down the right side, Brent dribbles, goes into Bandy, puts it up, it's no good. Blocking foul on Will Bandy.
Yeah, he was sliding a little bit and should have kind of anchored himself to the ground. Instead, he slid with the play.
Second foul on Bandy, 4 on the Trojans here in the second half. Sending Brents to the free throw line, a 60% shooter from the charity stripe. He cans that one, the 7th point of the game. Knocked down a couple of threes in the second quarter. 46-35. Brents puts this one in the air, got them both. Lead is 10. Full court pressure applied by the Scotties. Ball comes into Stevens. Stevens works it up court against Brents. Now Brents is screened off by Coomer. Stevens drives, puts it up, foul.
Good recognition by Parker. The left side was cleared out, and he had a step on it.
2 on Colby Brents. That'll be 3 on the Scotties in the second half. Parker Stevens will be at the line for 2 shots. Parker Stevens with 10 first half points. And what we got going on? I can't tell underneath the basket.
I'm not sure. I think Glasgow student section got scolded a little bit what they were doing because they're directly in front of our line of sight for the free throw.
Stevens puts it up, hits the front of the rim. Landon Key checking into the Trojan lineup for Garrett Arterburn. Nick Sorrell back in for Glasgow now after being injured there underneath their basket a little bit ago. Stevens back of the line. Second toss is up. It rims off. Rebounded Dalvin Smith. Stevens now 1 of 4 at the stripe. 10-point Barren lead, 46-36. Here's Smith. Scoops up the shot wildly, no. Kingery puts it back up, no, but a foul.
Can't let Kingery get in there and get a board. We got to put a body on him, get him out. That's why Tyler Smith up quick off the bench to go back in.
Second foul on Parker Stevens. It's 5 on the Trojans in the second half. Robert Kingery at the line. Shot is in the air, and it's short. Barely brushed the iron. Tyler Smith for Will Bandy with 3:37 to play here in the third quarter. Barren 46, Glasgow 36. Kingery, second shot on the way. He got that one. Now it's a 9-point lead. Now Landon Key will bring it across. Key on the dribble out front. Works it to the left side, reverses back right. Looking for Stevens. Wide open layup. Good.
Nice play. Little backdoor call there.
Glasgow quickly back down the floor. Driving, Sorrell puts it up. It's no good, but a foul So Trojans went back up by 11. The foul is going to be on 21. Brandon Reed is second. Barren County sixth of the second half. Glasgow has 3. 2 shots for Nick Sorrell. First one on the way. Rims good. Gavin Withrow returning to the Trojan lineup here in the second half. Give Parker Stevens a little break here. 48-38. Favor the Trojans with 3:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Sorrell puts it up in the air and hits it. 48-39. Back down to 9. Largest was 14. Withrow works against Brents. Gets it across. Knocked out of his hands by Brents and out of bounds. Trying to go to Brandon Reed.
Trying to get some kids some breaks right now. Only 2 starters on the floor. We got to make sure we withstand a little bit of Glasgow run and keep it at about a 10-point game.
Tayshawn Bradley back in the Scotty lineup. Withrow will toss it in. It comes out to Coomer. Hands it back to Withrow. Withrow pressured by Brents. Gives to Reed on the right side. He wants to drive. Goes inside. Flips up the shots. Too strong. And Smith trying to fight for the rebound. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Scotties.
I think he took one dribble too many and got a bad angle. Otherwise, probably could have attempted a little layup there. Turnover Glasgow.
Ball comes into Nick Sorrell. Barren County in a 2-3 zone defensively right now. Here's Bradley with it on the left side. Back out to Sorrell. Straight away, 3. No, off the front iron. Withrow had it for a moment. Smith comes up with it, got tripped up as Withrow went to the floor, and Smith kind of tripped over him.
Trying to dive after the loose ball. Couldn't get there quite in time. Glasgow on a 1-1, and they'll be there the rest of the game, obviously. Chance for them to get back in the game.
Dalvin Smith missed both his free throw attempts a little bit ago. 1-1 here. The shot goes up, and it is no good. Rattles out. Rebound to Jared Coomer. 2:38 to go in the third. Barren up by 9. Led by as many as 14. Coomer getting pressure now from Dalvin Smith and throws it too wide out of bounds. Parker Stevens returning to the Trojan lineup for Brandon Reed. So now we've got Stevens, Key, Withrow, Smith, Coomer for the Trojans. Brents with the basketball for Glasgow. Gives it off left side, Sorrell. Back to Brents. Brents now working the right side. Bradley with it now. Bradley on the dribble on the right side. Wants to drive against Withrow. Kicks it off in the corner. Sorrell with a 3. Got it.
Yeah, shooter flew to the deep corner. You cannot lose sight of him. He hasn't got going tonight, but that might be a bad time for us.
Cuts it to a 2-possession game at 48-42. Withrow, walk.
Change pivot foot right here in front of us. Sure did. They have not called hand checks tonight. Glasgow and frankly us too have been able to put a hand on the ball handler all the way up and down the floor.
Glasgow's outscored Barren 13-5. Since the lead was 14 at 43-29. Minute 50 to go in the third. Brents with the basketball. He dribbles against Hardeman. Crossover move. Now throws up the shot of the run. Spins out. Rebound Coomer. Goes to the deck. Big rebound. And we'll get a foul. Kingery, his second personal. That'll be the fourth one on the Scotties. In the second half, Mills and Franklin checking back into the Scotty lineup with a minute 38 to go here in the third quarter. Man-to-man pressure by the Scotties. Coomer gets it inbound. Parker Stevens, he'll work against Mills. 6-point Barren lead, 48-42. Bounce pass, left elbow, Coomer. Coomer turns, gives it to Hardeman, bluffs the 3. Spins over, now looks, goes back out to Coomer. Coomer will hand it out to Parker Stevens. Minute 16. Coomer pulls up, jumper, 15. Yes!
Tough shot. Step back, made it, though. Needed a bucket there. Back to 8.
First two of the second half for Jared Coomer. He scored 16 in the first half. 50-42. Here's Franklin inside. A whistle.
Step off, guarding him there, and that's going to be a foul.
Will Bandy,
on Bandy.
Third, team's 8th. Jaden Franklin, 4 of 4 at the stripe. Scored 8 points in the first half. And Tyler Smith comes in for Will Bandy. Here's Franklin's shot. It's on the way. It's good. 5 out of 5. His 9th point. 50-43. Trojans, a minute 2 to go in the third quarter.
6 out of 10 this quarter just in the stripe.
And he hits that one. 50-44.
7-11, and we've only shot 3 free throws this quarter.
Stevens for 3. No good. Rebound claimed by Sorrell. Pushing it down the floor. Weaves all the way to the basket. Goes into Coomer and a foul.
That was just a good play by Sorrell. Knew he probably wasn't going to make the shot with the bigger, taller Coomer going into, but he sacrificed the shot, went into him, drew the foul.
Second foul on Jared Coomer. 9 on the Trojans in the second half.
They're making up the deficit at the stripe, little by little.
Shot's good for Sorrell. He's hit 3 in a row. 50-45. Second shot by Sorrell is good. He's got 9. And now it's a 4-point ball game, the closest Glasgow has been in a long time. And here's Arterburn getting rid of it over to Coomer. Coomer over to Key on the right side.
Got to settle down.
Back to Coomer. Long 3. Short. Batted up in the air. Tapped. And Stevens tried to save it in bounds. I think he threw it off one of the Glasgow players. We're lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, we're a little helter-skelter right now. We got to settle down and get back in the flow of our offense that we saw in the second quarter.
Here's a lob. Coomer throws it up. No good, but a foul. Shot it too strong off the back iron. Foul is on Franklin. Second foul on Franklin. 6th of the second half. Coomer puts it up and in. Jared Coomer now 2 of 4 at the stripe, 19 points in the game. Push the lead back out to 5 at 51-46. Coomer fires and hits for an even 20, 52-46. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Now here's Sorrell with it. Sends it off to Franklin. In the corner, Brent. Shot blocked by Coomer. Bounced it back in bounds too. Just slammed it against the floor and it went up 50 feet in the air.
Tried to find somebody to throw it off, but nobody was there.
And here's Stevens with it. Luckily, the Trojans get it here with 10 seconds to play in the third. Coomer getting the screen from Smith. He's going to drive. He's going to go to the basket. Lays it up. It's blocked. Taken by Sorrell. He's going to launch a midcourt shot, and it's no good off the back iron, and that's going to end the third quarter of play. Glasgow wanted a foul. 52-46, Trojans lead it after 3. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter after this break. You're following Trojan basketball on 103.7 Nash Icon.
What happened? You used to go out.
Barren County in style.
Heading into the second year from an approximate 12-year hiatus, the Trojan Times has an all-new look and an all-new approach to bringing you BCHS happenings. We are an entirely student-based publication working more than ever this year to inform you with BCHS happenings. I'm Brennan Crane, Editor-in-Chief, and I can say that we are thrilled to showcase BCHS in a whole new way. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at BC Trojan Times. You won't want to miss this. Go BC!
The Burgundy Media Network, or BMN for short, is a network of Barren County High School's 3 major media outlets: 88.7 FM, Trojan Radio, BCHS Live, and the Trojan Times school newspaper. As a whole, we are determined to provide you with BCHS news, sports, and interest like never before. Check out our weekly newscast broadcasted every Friday from within Barren County High School, or check out our website at barrenschools.com/BMN. From all of us to you, we thank you for your support of all things BCHS.
Shea Turner with Robert Bauer. Trojans got outscored by the Scotties 17-14 in the third period. Barren will have the basketball to start the fourth as it comes into Parker Stevens. Barren had a 14-point lead at one time, 43-29. Here's Stevens, picks up his dribble, jumps it in there to Coomer. Coomer working, whistle. What do we got? Traveling violation.
Spun back in the middle instead of travel. Got to turn around and play. They got it back in quick.
Here's Sherrill with the basketball on the left side. Going to fire up a three. It's way off the mark. Coomer's got it for the Trojans.
We can't get caught in Glasgow's pace right now. They want to speed it up and play quick. We got to settle down and run our offense.
Coomer works against Mills. He'll give it right side to Stevens. Bandy sets a screen for him. Dribbles into the paint.
He walked.
Another traveling violation.
It's the right call. 2 back-to-back turnovers. Glasgow didn't profit from the first one. Got to hold them from doing it here again.
They are 15 of 19 from the foul line. 52-46. Trojans by 6. Brent out front. Smith swings it over to Mills on the left wing. He'll dribble it back out. Calls the play. And knocked away. Parker Stevens had it for a moment. Hit the official, but he was in bounds. So, of course, they're part of the floor. Here's a jumper by Sorrell. It's no good. Coomer with a rebound. Out-rebounded Franklin for that one. Now Stevens with it in front court, right side. Looks. Cross-court pass deflected by Smith and out of bounds. And I don't know what was going on.
I didn't see it. I was following the ball. Something away from the ball. Have everybody a little upset. We'll take it out in front of our bench.
6:51 to go. Barren 52, Glasgow 46. Stevens works it top of the key over to Arterburn. Arterburn now spinning around against Sorrell. Got his hands all over him. Sorrell's third, team seventh. One and one for Garrett Arterburn. He has not scored in this game. Sorrell's going to the bench for Glasgow, replaced by Tayshawn Bradley. Arterburn's an 81% free throw shooter. Big one's right here. Free throw in the air. Got it. Barron's 4 of 6 at the line here in the second half. Garrett Arterburn for the bonus. Puts it up. Got it. 54-46. It's back up to 8 for the Trojans. They get it down the floor quickly. And here's Bradley with it out to Mills. Mills back over to Bradley on the left side. 6:32 to play. Bradley off to Smith. Oh, he ran into. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Good job.
Ran right into Tyler Smith.
It was kind of luck.
Out of control.
It was kind of luck that he was sliding off over to help off the charge, but he still hit him square right in the chest.
Ball comes into Stevens. He'll give it to Coomer. Coomer will bring it up. 6:20 to play. Screen by Bandy. He's going to drive against Franklin off the glass. Too strong. Bandy puts it back up. No good. Smith back up and no good. Follow up is good for Coomer and a foul.
Wow. We had just longer arms in that situation, jumping a little bit quicker off the floor than Glasgow. 4 chances at it, and the fourth one got us an and one.
Dalvin Smith's third personal foul. Free throw is missed. Long three, good from the right corner for Bradley.
They're so quick getting back down the floor, we didn't match up.
Here's Bandy spinning, going up with a jumper. Good!
Tough shot. Timeout real quick by Warren to make sure we're all good here. Just under 6 minutes to play, up 9. Very tough shot, spinning in the middle of the lane. Been a fun game to watch. Our kids held their composure, holding their composure, and we got a couple of times where we were going back and forth, and I thought really getting caught up in what Glasgow was wanting us to do. They want us to play at an accelerated pace, up, down the floor, quick shots, but we backed it off a little bit, and that's a little bit of what this timeout's for, too, to remind them we need to play under control, play at our pace, get good shots, and crash the board hard, and make sure if we miss, we get second opportunities.
Glasgow's Mills works against Stevens across the line. Behind the back dribble, 5:47 to play. Barren up 58-49. Mills driving right into Stevens. Shot no good. Got away with a walk, too. Stevens, his third. Team's 10.
He couldn't backpedal quick enough to get out of the way. Mills just, like you said, ran into him, and he drew the contact, but that's going to be a foul on us just about every time.
Shot by Mills is good. He is 2 of 4 at the line. First point of the second half for Peyton Mills. 58-50.
It's going to be a long 5 minutes and 43 seconds.
Mills puts this one up and good. 58-51.
They've about tripled us at the line this half, and I'd say that trend will continue.
Ball comes into Stevens. Works against Brents in the backcourt. Now Mills is coming over to Chase. Oh, dangerous pass. Knocked down, knocked up in the air. That's going to be out of bounds off Glasgow. They poked it up in the air all the way from midcourt.
We've got 4 timeouts, Glasgow 3. Both teams in the double bonus, 5:30 to go, so this could last 45 minutes.
Parker Stevens will inbound. Oh, Arterburn was wide open there. Couldn't see him in time. Going to lob it out to Coomer. Mills got his hands all over it.
They just let that go all night.
To Stevens. Gives it to Bandy. He looks inside. Back out to Arterburn. 3 in the air. Boom!
Deep 2-3 steps behind the line. Confident in his shot. Drilled it.
Back up to 10 for the Trojans at 61-51 with 5:10 to go. First field goal, Peoples Bank 3 for Garrett Arterburn. Here's Bradley with the basketball, hands it off out there to Brents. Brents now on the move against Arterburn, and a foul on Garrett Arterburn. Going to be a second.
They call the hand check when it impedes progress. If you're just kind of out there in front and they're not trying to go around, they're not calling it.
Kobe Brents 2 for 2 at the stripe. Shot goes up, and it's good. They are 12 of 16 in the second half.
Wait, Glasgow just 4 field goals. Did I count that right? 4 field goals in this whole half?
Second shot good for Brent. 61-53 Trojans. Ball comes to the plate of Stevens, back to Coomer. Now Coomer will work against Mills as he brings it across the midcourt line. He drives, and a foul on Mills reaching across. His second. Jared Coomer missed his last free throw attempt. He's 3 for 6 from the line. Shot goes up good. Nothing but net. 23 for Jared Coomer. 9-point Trojan lead. 62-53. Coomer can put it back to 10. He puts it up. It's good. 63-53, 4:50 to play. Here's Mills off to Sorrell. Puts up the shot good.
With the defenders there. They got 13 points on field goals and 13 points from the stripe this half.
Arterburn looking. Fires it off to Tyler Smith. Out to Stevens. Stevens on the right side against Brents. He'll give it to Coomer now. Got Bandy posted up in there. Him and Franklin really banging around in there. Here's Bandy inside, spinning. Right-handed hook shot, in and out. Rebound to Franklin.
Falling away. That was a difficult shot, but he almost got it to go.
Mills sends it off to Sorrell for a 3. It is off the mark. Coomer up high for the rebound for the Trojans.
Got lucky there. He don't miss too many wide open, and he was wide open.
Stevens now will bring it across against Brents. 4 minutes to go. Angles off left. Now looks back right. And they're holding Coomer out there. Here's Stevens. Stevens gets a screen. Now wants to drive with it. He'll leave it off out with Garrett Arterburn. Hands it back off to Stevens. Stevens working to the left side. Reversing back right. Gives to Coomer. Now Coomer going to fire up. 3-pointer. Go!
Wow. Mills kind of waves his hands up in the air. What am I supposed to do? Well, a good player made a good shot there.
Back up to 11, 66-55. They fire it in there to Franklin. He puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, going to get a foul.
Otterburn trying to reach in and tie it up on the loose ball rebound, but instead got more of the arm than he did the ball.
Is it 3 or 4?
His third.
Is that 4 on here? I must have missed one somewhere.
Just his third, I think.
Franklin up the line, spins in. (66-56). Franklin on the way, and he missed it. Rebound to Bandy. He'll give it off now to Coomer with 3:10 to play. Coomer works against Mills. Gets it in front court. Right side it goes to Stevens. Gets a screen from Smith. They come chasing on him. Out to Otterburn. Bluffs the 3. Drives. Goes to the basket. Scoops it up. It's no good. Tapped up in the air. Tapped around. Smith goes to the floor.
Yeah. Kill wall.
And they'll call a travel.
Just fell down. Lost his balance trying to get the rebound.
Dalvin Smith back in the Scotty lineup. Replaces Chris Horn, who just checked in for a moment. 10-point Trojan lead. 2:54 to play. Brents with a basketball. Brents, right side over to Mills. And here is a spin move, and it's Sorrell. Put it up short. Rebound taken by Parker Stevens. Right side, Otterburn. Dumps it down to Smith. He puts it up. It's good.
Perfect pass. Put him in position around Franklin for the wide open layup.
Get back on defense. Here's Mills going to the basket. Shot rejected by Coomer. Taken by Otterburn. Gives to Stevens with 2:20 to play. Barren up by 12. Stevens. They come chasing. Lobs it back off to Otterburn. Otterburn back out front now. Stevens. 2:08 to go. Stevens off to Coomer. He'll dump it back to Stevens. Trap back to Coomer. Coomer driving. Scoops up the shot. It's good.
Clock's your friend in that situation. We used plenty of it and had a layup to boot.
Matches their largest lead of the game at 14, 70-56. They dump it down into Franklin. Had it stripped loose in there by Otterburn. He got a hand on it. Tyler Smith gives it back to Otterburn. Now to Stevens with 1:43 to play.
Use more clock. Same possession here as you had last time.
There's a foul on Brents. His third. And at the line is Parker Stevens. 1 of 4 at the stripe tonight. Had 10 first-half points. He's handled the ball quite well. Free throw is in the air. No good. Too strong on that one. Coming back in with the Scotties now, Tayshawn Bradley. Replaces Nick Sorrell. Parker Stevens back at the line. Shot goes up, and it pops out. Lane violation. So Glasgow in the lane too quick. Parker Stevens another chance at it here. With 1:38 to go. Barren County 70, Glasgow 56. Shot by Stevens. In and out. Rebound to Glasgow.
Even with an extra chance, couldn't get one.
And working with it, going baseline. Brent's floater bounces in.
Nifty ball handling there. Got him to the rim. Timeout Glasgow down 12, 1:27.
And Dalvin Smith has a Band-Aid across his nose or something there.
Yeah, when he went out, it might have been the doctor that while ago.
70-58 Trojans. And stay tuned for the Coca-Cola postgame report. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. We'll take a look at the postgame stats brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. And Coach Warren Cunningham's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Again, we'll be on the road Tuesday night at Bowling Green. Trojanettes, Lady Purples at 6. Trojans and Purples around 7:45. We'll have the broadcast here beginning at 5:45 Tuesday night.
Bowling Green won tonight, beat West Carter, Tennessee 90-77. That's your Tuesday night opponent, as you just said, and Warren Central also won tonight. I had a final score there. It is 84-66 over Ohio County. That's your Saturday night opponent. So 2 of the 3 teams that we play next week won, and Adair County lost tonight I don't have the paper in front of me. Adair County lost to J-Town 83-70 in the Caveland Classic.
All right, a minute 27.
Not finished. Not finished by any means.
Finish off this last 87 seconds. Coomer will toss it in for the Trojans. Full court Glasgow press. Comes into Arterburn. He's trapped in the corner. And they knock it away from him. They say he dribbled it on the line. Glasgow will get it.
Ooh, they were smothering all over him. So for sure, you're going to have to be strong with the basketball. Don't rely on them to bail you out. Know where Glasgow shooters are here.
And Sherrill gets the ball in play to Franklin. It's a bad pass, too wide. Try to go underneath the basket who's breaking up the baseline. Turnover gives it to the Trojans. Brandon Reed for Tyler Smith.
Get an extra ball handler in as they're going to pick us up again full court man-to-man.
And Jared Coomer will toss it in for Barren. Gets it in to Parker Stevens, and a foul immediately by Mills. His third. Took 1 second off the clock. We're down to a minute 20 to play. 2 shots for Parker Stevens. 1 of 6 at the line. Normally he shoots 78%. Shot goes up, and it's no good. Well, that's the only thing he has struggled at tonight.
Yeah,
he's played a really good floor game, and of course scored 10 first-half points. Got 12 right now, which is 3 points above his average of the year. Second shot goes up, and he got that one. Nothing but net on that one. 71-58 Trojans, a minute 18 to go. And here's Prince. Works against Arterburn. Fakes, puts up the jumper, good.
Timeout. Glasgow
Prince
off the
now, 14.
That's his average, isn't it? He's got averages actually 15. So kind of silently picked it up here. In the absence of what we've done a really good job on is still Sorrell. Sorrell only 3 field goals all game. He's been frustrated all night long. We played really good defense on him. He has made 4 free throws, but other than that, kind of limited.
Yeah, the only thing that really kept him in a game are free throws. 5 of 6 in the fourth quarter, 4 of 4 in the second, 2 of 2 in the first, 9 of 13 in the third.
They shot a ton.
20 free throws, 20 points have come from the foul line.
And we probably don't have half of that, do we?
No. Coomer gets the ball in play to Stevens. He's trapped. Now needs to call a timeout or something there. And there's a timeout call with minute 6. Going to tally up our free throws here. 5 of 9 in the fourth quarter. 3 of 5 in the third. 2 of 4 in the second. 1 of 2 in the first. So we've hit 3, 6, 11.
So it's about half then, right?
11. And we've, let's see, 6, 11 of 20.
They've made 20. We've just attempted 20. Is that right?
20 of 2, 5, 6, 7, 27.
They shot it well. That's, like you said, that's kept them in the game. Made it interesting.
And they only shoot 58% as a team on the season. 58%.
Like Franklin, what did he shoot? Like 30-something%? He's made all of them.
He's been practicing.
He's made all but one.
Trojans with the basketball, a minute 6 to play. Ball comes into play. It's Coomer dribbling off somebody's foot.
And he gave it back to Glasgow. Said it dribbled it off his own.
I thought it hit Smith's foot. It happened too quick.
Not a whole lot of room on the sidelines here to get an angle.
Pass comes in play. Sorrell's got it. Sorrell driving, scoops around Smith and lays it up and in.
Glasgow only one timeout there. Couldn't burn it there.
71-62. Ball comes into play to Bandy. Throws it cross court to Smith.
Pull it out.
And Smith is going to be fouled by Sorrell, and that, I believe, is his 4th. So it's going to put Tyler Smith at the line for 2 shots with 49.2 seconds to play. Tyler Smith, a 50% free throw shooter, puts it up, missed it badly.
We're not helping ourselves right here down the stretch.
Now we're 11 of 21. Tyler Smith, Second shot on the way, drilled it. 12 of 22 at the line tonight. 72-62 Trojans. 45 seconds to play. Dalvin Smith fakes, drives the basket, lays it up and in.
Didn't have much resistance there.
72-64, the final timeout called by the Scotties with 40 seconds to play.
Every time Glasgow has went on a little bit of a run, we've been able to generate enough offense to stymie that and had it back up to 14. I think we had it at 14 early, and they got it back to 14 again.
Yep.
And we've kept it right around the 10-point mark for a large majority of this quarter and this half, to be honest with you.
You look at well, of course, we scored 17 to their 13 in the first, 21-16 in the second. Glasgow scored 17, Barren 14 in the third. Here in the fourth, Barren has scored 20. Glasgow has scored 18. So, shows you how tight this district race is going to be.
Yeah. We're only halfway
Monroe
through
County in, and they already have one loss. Everybody will have one loss.
Yeah. We kind of are right back where we started halfway through, aren't we?
Yep.
Not like the 1-4 game will be easy, assuming Allen's the 4 seed as they are now, but you'd rather play them.
Glasgow on their home floor, first game of the district.
Got to get it in here.
Ball comes into Stevens, a foul with 39 seconds to go. 1 second off the clock. Foul is on Brent's, his fourth. And Parker Stevens back at the free throw line. 2 of 8 from the stripe. Shot goes up. Got it. 14 points in the night for Parker Stevens. 73-64. Make it 74-64. Timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham.
It's hard for me to remember as many games as we've done over the years, and even as the few years Parker and Jared have been playing, but I'd say this is one of the better games Parker's played, and I would even say this is one of the better games Jared's played too, just because of the high stakes of tonight. You know, you don't want to drop to 1 and 2 in the district halfway through and have a major uphill climb. And every time we needed a bucket, every time we needed a play, it seemed like those two kids have got it for us. And we have definitely gotten help tonight. Bandy, I thought, has played really well. He shut down Franklin in a lot of aspects. Franklin only has 2 field goals. The rest of them are free throws. Brandon Reed came in. He's knocked down 2 big threes. Garrett has played a superb second half. Didn't play a whole lot in the first half. So we've gotten big-time play from Jared and Parker, and then the rest of the kids tonight have really played just as well, maybe not as many points on the sheet.
$39.1 to play.
What this does, too, it kind of reignites a rivalry. Even though we're going to extend our win streak, Glasgow shows that they're here to compete and make it fun again.
Here's Sorrell, hands it off to Brent. 3 in the air. Got it.
They got some shooters. Oh, the old ball trick. They don't have any timeouts, so they went and grabbed it real quick and threw it up in the stands to get a delay of game warning to stop the clock.
74-67, 29.3.
They don't get to talk anything over, but they get to set the press.
Ball comes into Coomer. He'll give it back to Arterburn. And a foul here going to be called against Bradley, his second. Garrett Arterburn will be at the line for 2 shots. Free throw, drilled it. Tyler Smith for Brandon Reed. Arterburn's second toss is in and out. Rebound to Dalvin Smith. Sorrell. He walked all over the place. Shot goes up and in. They're going to count the basket.
That was a walk with continuation.
Vandy's fourth. So the shot by Sorrell is good. And that makes it just a 6-point ball game.
It does. Chance to cut it to 5 here. I mean, there's 20 seconds left, but the major hurdle Glasgow has to overcome. They don't have any stoppages left.
Free throw is short. Rebound to Arterburn. Bounces it off to Coomer. Being chased up court. He'll leave it with Brandon Reed. They'll call a foul with 10.4 to play.
Need to make one of these anyway.
Brandon Reed with a couple of three-point shots tonight. One in the first, one in the third. First one is up. It's good. Brandon Reed, 60% free throw shooter. And the shots he's taken so far this year hasn't been to the line much, but he's hit 60% of them. 76-69 Trojans. Reed puts it in the air, hits it, makes it 77-69. 10 seconds to play. Prince with it for Glasgow. Dribbles between his legs. He'll go left side. Fadeaway jump shot way off the mark. Rebound to Coomer with 3 seconds. 2-1. Trojans are going to win on the Scotty home court. 77-69 the final score tonight. Trojans will go to 2-1 in district play and go to 7-5 overall. Scotties dropped to 9-3 on the season. 1-1 in district play. And that means now, as we stand, all 4 teams in the district have 1 loss.
We said it's even. That shows you where we are, and it stays even.
We'll be back with a post-game report in just a moment. Trojans win over the Scotties tonight, 77-69. You're following Barren County High basketball.
This has been a BCHS Live production. All rights to this broadcast are reserved to the BCHS Live program and the Burgundy Media Network. To rewatch this broadcast, log on to youtube.com/BCHS Live to watch this and every broadcast from BCHS Live. To keep up with what's going on at BCHS and to check in on all other media programs here at Barren County High, go to barrenschools.com/BMN and find out more. That's all we have for now. This is BCHS Live, signing off.